Alright, hello, yes, welcome back to the War for the Retrieval of Electric Ship. I'm Darren, IDM.
I'm Amy, Isadora.
I'm Ian and I play Rizbet.
I'm Neil and I play Esme.
I'm Laura, I play Coda.
When we last left our heroes, we were in a pub!
A pub that we now own.
Hey, that hasn't happened yet.
Spoilers!
A half-elf, or half-snow-elf woman has addressed the party. You know her to be... Grastisius Baltimore has spoken to you by putting the sheriff who you broke into the house and murdered in the previous game.
Uh-huh. We sure did.
Yeah, in cold blood. Absolutely unmotivated murder. We're the bad guys.
I mean...
spoiler for someone just joining us now. We're the bad guys.
I mean, guys, jokes aside, you did break into a man's house and kill him, regardless of the morals attached. That is the events that transpired. So, you know, pack up the snack, put it in your little box, because it's what literally happened.
With respect, Ian and I did the exact same thing, and we did it to the mayor, who was an actually important person. And that worked out fine in the end, too.
Yeah.
I mean, when has murdering someone in D&D Call of Cthulhu ever had repercussions? Like, ever? Like, give me them receipts.
It had positive repercussions, because we're friends with the Giants now. It's good.
If I could offer, like, a mild counterpoint...
Go for it, Amy.
They started.
That's a solid argument.
Who started what?
Coming at you with a wide swing counterpoint, throwing right at you. Who started what? The man having a conversation in his office, or the mayor having a conversation in his office?
The mind flayer and the mind flayer?
Yeah, that.
It's
a race thing.
Correct, Laura. And
well,
no, Neil, he was. I mean, there was no evidence to support that he was a thrall eater. But guys, a beautiful, scarred and angry-looking, by resting angry face Snow Elven before you're dressing your hands on a hip cocked out to the side. What do you do?
Hi, we were told that if we dealt with the Giants, we would own this bar. We have dealt with the Giants, so do we therefore own this bar?
Oh, so you're the individuals who did the deed.
Esme turns and is like, oh, everybody, hero pose now, and then she strikes a pose.
It's a bit like tries to smile, but fails. It's like all his teeth are sticking out over his lips.
Oh God!
That's adorable.
He's so cute.
She nods and beckons the party over to the bar.
Esme saunters over seductively.
She will remember that as an act of aggression.
Is she more elven than me situation?
No, it's definitely going to be. You guys ever see Bad Lieutenant? The scene with the sawed-off shotgun pointing out of the table? It's going to be good.
No. I don't.
There's a scene where Nicolas Cage screams at henchmen that he's meant to be arresting to shoot a body because, quote-unquote, his soul is still dancing. It's great. Fucking wild movie. Right. So, do you have any proof that you were the who did the deed?
We came to town, and then, almost by magic, or, actual work done, the Giants stopped bombing the boats out in the ocean. And we are also the only ones talking about solving the problem. So I feel like the evidence is based on the fact that we came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
Madam, a counterpoint, if you will?
No. Thank you.
Well, this is my bar, so a counterpoint is going to be laid out anyway.
Also, ask Vigilance.
So continue, yeah.
Ask Vigilance. She's our friend, and when we came, her friends were busy eating weird mind flayer larva food, and now the town's finally getting back in order. And because we've been disrupting the negative way of things, resulting in positive things like, boats being bombed and people eating weird flesh larva things.
Okay, question regarding what you just said, madam. Who or what is a vigilance?
Who is the question, not what. That would be what we would call racist. And as a tiny little book, she has to like go through is like things that are racist. Is like maybe this. But yeah,
Are vigilance and the others like down?
It's just vigilance. Vigilance is in a booth, also her side doing.
Yeah, she was like writing or drawing something. I wrote down.
Yep.
I said, vigilance, come here.
She like looks up and kind of like hastily like looks to you, looks to the partner, and is like, "Excuse me, woman," and clearly stops and then puts all her utensils down and gets up and it's like, yeah.
You want to tell Miss Baltimore how we solved the giant problem?
As vigilance like kind of approaches the bar and like is standing upright and like all her like religious medallions are on display, Miss Baltimore kind of straightens up like instantly. It's like I didn't realize we had a cleric in our midst. And she's like, and she's like, oh, I forget. I don't recognize your symbols. Apologies, I'm not that. Who do you work?
Mars.
She's like gives Rizbit a mental, like a look that's like mental down. It's like Mars. It's like real or made up. Don't want to antagonize the goblin.
Nobody.
Vigilance is Vigilance is like, oh yeah, no, I work with them. They can confirm that there's a reason why the boats can now leave. And Baltimore's just like, oh yeah, no, I would never question the word of a holy person like yourself. That's
Is she nervous?
Kind of a little bit on edge at the presence of this like holy person.
Okay.
It's kind of like it's kind of like a nervousness, but seems to be more like nervousness out of respect almost.
Yeah,
kind of like she's recognizing the authority of being a clergy person.
Okay, interesting. Because from what we've seen, there isn't like a big religious presence in this town, is there?
No, there is not.
Interesting. Okay.
Is there any way to kind of, by looking at her, gauge if like, because like we know that there's like a circle of like, you know, werewolves or whatever it is in this town who kind of meet up. Is there any way from like, there's no visual way to identify if she might be part of that? Is there like, there's no way to check like?
Also, I was gonna say, I don't think it's really something they advertise, but when we got there, Nanu was blatantly
literally like, here's a flyer for our werewolf meeting. So like, you know, is she holding a bunch of flyers saying, "Come to our werewolf meeting"?
Like, I don't think they advertise as like leaflets fall out of her robe. It's like, I'm gonna say perception to kind of give her a proper look over, like a visual look over to see if there's any like, you know, maybe like claw marks at like her ears or something like.
No.
I mean, right, you rolled. I didn't see your roll. And I just no, and I was like,
no, I've got temporary tavern blindness. I'm too busy looking around to see who's gonna punch me because I know I'm gonna get in trouble at a tavern.
Oh,
I mean, fair.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, like she just looked nicely dressed. Her coat and boots seem to have shown wear and tear. Like they've been around the block several times. This person like looks like they sure as hell weren't born with no silver spoon. They definitely have like, you know, work for my title kind of like, you know, like rough hands. That's what. Why are you ready punching?
Laura.
Oh, nice.
As I said, so how's that for evidence? What's gonna happen? I'm like, I don't really know what's gonna happen next, but it's more just let's go to have we proved we are sufficiently who we are.
She nods and no, that's significant. Significant evidence. Thank you very much. Drink will be on the house, sister, and Vince waves a hand saying, "It's fine. I don't need a drink." And she's like, "Oh, my apologies. Well, next night's rest is like deducted from them." She's like, "Thanks." And kind of just like I go, and she's just like nods and Vigilance 180s and kind of like she like waves. Yeah, it's cool. Like hastily goes back to whatever she was doing. But yeah, it's like, right, step into my back office. She like gestures to behind the bar she walks.
Okay.
You're led to like this tiny, cramped little room that has a pretty wear and tear look of it. All the shelves look like they're about to fall down. All the desk itself looks like barely holding together. The chairs look like they might be under the tiniest bit of. It's very, very fixer-upper, rustic vibes. And she sits down and she starts rummaging through like the presses that are like, and the drawers that are like attached to the desk. And she's like, sit down, sit down, sit down. And there's like one chair, and there's like obviously not enough room for all of you to sit.
I'll stand.
I'll sit on the floor.
Yeah, I'll sit on my leg.
Yeah, I was going to give
You've got many, many, many skirts to like bunch up to sit down. You know, you need it.
But no, but that's what I mean. Like Izzy has like a portable chair. It's like she just scrunches all the skirts up and sits back.
It just comes out from under her many, many ruffles.
Those exist. Those
They do.
They had those big old
Yeah.
bustles. They had chairs installed in them.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like a beanbag. Yeah. And she takes out like this like yellowy, discolored, like old parent. Looks like it belongs in like, you know, like these scrolls or ancient texts. And she like blows off the dust and it's like, you know, it like hits everyone in the face and it's like coughing. It's like, oh god. And she's like, right. I'll just need some signatures and I'll just change the deeds a little.
Can I ask? This is an awfully like generous reward for what it is. Can I ask what prompted you to want to pass the place on?
As Izzy's like, this is quite a generous reward. You can see her leaning over the parchment and she like looks at the creaky wall, creaky floor, and she's like, yeah, it is.
A building's a building, man.
It's, I suppose, time to move on. I want to go home, visit the old ball and chain, if the ball and chain was supposed a place and not a person. But what?
Correct me if I'm wrong. You're from Nullheim, yeah?
Yes. Astute observation. Your powers of observation are astounding, miss.
Yes. So, no, I was just telling you, I was just one of those. It was like, oh yeah, Nullheim. We have to go there. That's nice. That's nice. I just think it's nice that we're from Nullheim. It seems frosty.
I mean, I think it's nice, but I've been told it's cold. But yeah, no, I want to leave and change of pace. I've been here for a while and kind of want to visit home, see the old place, the old town, the old beaten tracks, the old beaten rooms. How it is. She kind of like
the old beaten lich overlord, you know. Usually.
Hey, not everyone from Nullheim's a lich. That is like a
no. There's just one. There's
thing.
just like one severe, like concerning lich who has an army on this part of the world.
Yeah, no. She's like nodding. She's like, yeah, no. There's only one. Yeah, no. That's fair.
Why? Hold on. Why would there be more than one?
I don't know.
Why
People
do you
need
have more than one in your country. I don't understand. I would be concerned by it.
They stay on their side of the icy tundra. They stay on ours. It's literally a win-win thing.
Can you tell us more about Nullheim in general?
But can I just confirm something? Are you telling me that there is another part of Nullheim where at least two, potentially more, lich elven overlords are like fighting for territory? Are you telling me that we are going into the Lich Thunderdome? Because I mean, today I will abandon this place to fight liches.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Nullheim's, it's cold, it's brisky. They have a real thing with the whole undead. Only if you go out at night and go to like the Deadland. That's grand. Main cities are fine. They're nice. They're polite. If you don't dress adequately at night, you'll freeze to death. It's a lovely place, really.
Cool.
And also the roaming dead, the roaming dragons, the roaming giants, the roaming like land leviathans, the roaming birds. The bandits, they're kind of rude as well. It's nice though. It's a good place to bring the fam.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want to go there?
The beer is nice, and I miss it.
Oh, well, I can see how. Have you ever killed a dragon?
I've seen a dragon being killed. Is that?
It's close enough. It's closer than. Wait, have we ever killed a dragon? No, we saw a dragon be killed before. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I can see Rue's been typing.
I mean, a dragon died through our indirect action.
Wait, hold on. Are you talking about the gunship? Because that is 100 close to our response.
No, Rizvit doth cleaved one in twain.
Yeah,
at one
exactly.
point.
I killed him.
Yeah.
See, Ian, I remember your accomplishments. You did good, buddy. Well done. That was a great moment. Moving on, Neil.
And is that why you were so deferential to vigilance? Or like clerics a big deal over there?
Oh yeah. If you're not holy, you're pretty much nothing in most of the major cities. A cleric's word is worth a lot over there, and clerics are pretty much like within reason, but like clerical individuals are quite high on the hierarchy of people over there, and rightfully so. They do a lot, like they kind of stem the tide and all that. But yeah, I just respect them. They do a lot of good work, and I just want to go home, spend a couple of centuries there, and probably come back. I don't know. I heard this place is getting a bit boring. There's a lot of talk on the winds of travelers talking about this faction and this faction and this guild and that guild and this city doesn't like this. And if I wanted that, I'd just go. So I decided I will. But at least it's nicer over there. Weather's better.
How long have you been here? Sorry.
Oh,
I don't know, like 100 years maybe.
Have you noticed any like big religious presence in Orion since you've been here?
Not really. There was a few like kind of up, like I don't know, maybe about like 70, and she wiggles her hand and like bits of the ink go like fly out of the feather, and she's like, like 70 years ago or so, maybe there was a lot more people talking about some, like I don't know, they were worshipping bits of metal and stuff. It was really funky, and that was kind of dwarfed out like almost violently. I definitely remember seeing people getting beaten like to the point where I considered that they might be dead in the streets over. It was very weird, but that kind of like came and went pretty quick. But no, if people are like of the like, I know some people follow and believe, but if there's active priests going around the place, they either keep it to themselves or they just don't make their way into my bar, your friend outside. And her accomplices, I'm assuming, because it's very seldom that priests travel with just parties.
Yeah, they're all clerics.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Coda, what were you saying?
But I assume you're from the Snow Elf Empire, yes?
Mm-hmm.
What's the capital of that empire?
She's like, okay, let me think how to say it in common.
No, there isn't a
She's
capital?
Snowberg.
No,
I mean, most of us speak Elven.
Esme's secret shame.
Okay, two of us speak Elven.
Her ears are just painted on. She's just human. Just like...
Oh my god.
She's wearing those really crappy like latex ones you buy.
Just covers herself with grey body paint every morning.
She's like, well, it's pronounced Earlsdorg. But she's like, I don't know what you'd say in common. She just shrugs, but I'll throw it in chat.
Cool, thank you. Earl's dog.
I'm pretty close.
That founding earl just ripped his fucking dog.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, capital's nice. I've been there a few times, but I kind of like just on the neighboring cities. It's a nice place, when the tieflings aren't trying to eat you, but it's fun.
What?
It's mainly fun.
What?
Why did tieflings
There are three empires: there's elves, tieflings, and snow elves, right? Am I correct? And they're all at war?
Well, it's not that they're at war. They just
Don't
dislike
like
each
each
other
other.
to the point where they'll, like, you know, break into your house and kill you if you're near the border. But, like, it's a bit of fun, really.
Like, into the ring? Isadora says, what's the difference between a snow elf and an elf?
Oh my god, isn't it? Ask people that.
She's not asking people. She's
Esme
asking these lot.
100% just says, nothing. They're just uppity. She just literally... Esme's response is...
Is Neil breaking over? Or is it just?
I was about, yeah,
Yeah,
Neil,
okay.
Neil, you're breaking up a little bit for us, there, buddy.
That's tough on you guys.
Classic Neil. Moving on then.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll get bored of home and look back. But for the minute, I just want to get out of Dodge, you know. I've made a nice penny. So I'm content. It'll get me passage across. It'll get me some shiny new things back home, you know, where fashion is delightful. I mean, your folks over here are pretty nice, but they're a couple of centuries behind. But they'll catch up. They always catch up.
Okay. Can I read this deed?
Yeah, go for it. And she like spins around and slides it over to Isadora.
Yeah, like you've been teaching her, so yes. You're also welcome to look if you wish. Yeah, I just want to like go over it and make sure like it's legit, like there's nothing dodgy about it, like, oh, you have to work here for 100 years, kind of thing.
Zarin, is this a
Now
0
just
hour
sign it in
contract?
blood.
Is it a what?
Is this a 0 hour contract? Because I do not agree.
No, it's transferring all ownership of the tavern over to you four individuals. The contract it states that the current employees will remain there unless like they can be fired over justifiable means, like
Yeah.
so like that kind of stuff. But yeah, no, you get a small percentage of what comes in every month, and yeah, anything bad happens legally, it's your fault, not hers.
I mean, she'll be in snow hell, so it's fine.
So like, for all intents and purposes, the Albatross is going to be ours, but it's going to be run by the same people as it usually is. Unless I guess we want to invest in it.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, I'm thinking we could, because I have 15,000 gold, and I had a plan for something else, but I'm just like I could put money off of that into this choices.
What was the other thing you want to do?
It's private. It's not. It's it's building a house somewhere else.
Botox.
It's demoning Coda. It's getting Coda
Not
out of
possible.
the contract with Kabir. And
You just
getting
pay him
in contact
off.
with someone
Just
else.
pay him off.
Dear the Raven Queen, please damn Coda to hell. In exchange, I grant you this. Signed, your former mate, Esme.
Yeah, man.
I forgot. Esme's had way too many dealings with the gods. She needs to stop.
Really?
Essentially,
Oh my god, I
What?
just remembered something very serious.
what's that, Neil?
What?
Tell us. Share it with the class.
We still have the Sword of Fall in the back.
You have the what? Oh,
Sort
yeah.
of ball.
I still have a Chamber's sword.
Oh yeah, Ian. They got the crazy greatsword you were eyeing up from Balls, from Chambers' kid actually last game, and after you went to Betty by.
Yeah, she
That's
got it.
there. Yeah.
It
So
seems
that
super evil. Like, I think when we touched it, bad things happened. I can't remember.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should probably just chat.
I have a plan, don't worry.
I'm sure you do.
No.
No, this one's good. This is a good plan. I promise.
say, I think everybody is entitled to one veto per campaign. I'm using my veto. Whatever plan you have for this is not allowed.
I mean, I think let's hear the plan out first, but yeah.
Hold on, guys. We're in a business
Yeah,
meeting.
we're in a business
We
meeting
need
right
to
now.
focus
We
on
gotta
the
be
business.
professional, yeah.
I know we kept making It's Always Sunny jokes, but that's literally an Always Sunny scene where they argue about something that happened to them and the business person is like, do you mind?
I mean, this is the beginnings of our Always Sunny arc, so like, let's do it.
But yeah, essentially the deed, like, it's all like, there's no, like as Amy said, you have to work here for 1,000 years. Nothing like that. But there's a space for you guys to essentially sign now, and she pushes the ink and quill over and all that jazz.
I remind Coda that not every contract has to be signed in blood.
Yeah, he puts away the knife he was about to cut his finger with, and then just...
Risbet draws a picture of himself.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'll sign.
Yeah, I'll sign. I'm a little tentative about signing any kind of contract, but yeah.
Look, I signed your thing the other week, and then you tried to kill us. What possibly could go wrong with this?
Every time we sign our names, things go badly wrong.
Miss Baltimore, do we have to keep up a certain presence here?
Nah, just like notify them if you die. If you're going off, so just let them know. But, like,
yeah,
legally,
we
they have to
travel a lot for.
Like legally, they keep your they'll keep your share in a nice little money pot, so you can collect it every month.
Okay, sounds good to me.
I signed the thing.
And then she rips off her mask and she's Ball, and we owns all our souls.
Oh no.
So people finish signing all that
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. As the last signature swivels off, you see the invisible ink that dotted corners of the page ignite and flare up all magic-y, and the deed is done.
That sounds super dark, but okay.
She heads back and she's like, marvelous. Well, I guess I'll put this in the bottom drawer where I always kept it in my when I owned this old thing. And she slaps the desk and it falls apart. Well, that's your problem.
What's the name of the people who work here again?
Miriam and Bertrand. And the half orc person seems to kind of only maybe work night shifts, it seems, was Casey. K-A-Z-Y.
K-A-Z-Y. I'll talk to K-A-Z-Y later. But yeah.
Sorry, it was Miriam and Casey, and what was the other one?
Bertrand. Bertie, the dude. That you guys saved at one time. From the mindflayer belliness. Yeah, she throws you guys a key, and she's like, you probably want to get more of them. That's for the vault in the back where all your money is. Have fun, and say hi if you're in Nullheim, yo.
We will. Thank you.
She does that. She does that thing where when the camera pans back to her, she's got a summer hat on, sunglasses, shorts, and she's like,
the Hawaiian shirt and everything.
So yeah, guys, you stand in the back office of your now owned tavern. You have a key that apparently unlocks the safe/vault that resides in the back that has your money. And yeah.
I'm just gonna look at the others and just go, does anyone know how to run a business?
Gotta make sure we make more than respect.
I don't know, merchant. Does anyone?
Esme just starts screaming. This is like.
I like to think we see a shot of Baltimore walking away with her sun gear on as Esme's screaming, and everyone's like, merchant, and she's just like, I don't give a fuck.
Come on, man.
I don't know how to do business. Did you expect me to know how to do business?
In here.
No. No Darrows. That's the new crew.
Yes,
There's one Darrow left. No Darrows.
There's no
family members are allowed in this club.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, we're renaming the Albatross the No Darrows Club.
You're not invited.
We'll take it, not Coda. Oh
No, take
I
my
mean,
mom.
I
She
think we
seems
can
lovely.
just-
No
we can-
Daryls allowed.
no Daryls
Go
allowed.
on.
We could do what my dad did and get involved with, local government and just kind of be seedy.
We killed the local government.
But we did.
I know, but now we can make it look, oh my god, we can run numbers in this town. Esme is 100% serious. Is like, remember that guy got us in the bats and then he was like, you should be better if you want to be part of the game. We're 100% about to own this game and I am ready.
Yeah, do we have to
What's the
tell?
name of that?
Do we have to tell that one that we own a business now?
Wait, which one? Is this the Dark Spirit one or the other one?
Yeah, Mr. Ambushy in a bath.
He probably already knows. I mean, he knew about the other stuff.
Esme just says it out loud. It's like, down the line, we now own a business. Jot that down somewhere, pal.
What time of day is it now, Darren? Sorry.
Like 3 or 4, you guys murdered Boudin and looted all that stuff, and then chased the mimic, and it was kind of 2, 3-ish. So I'm gonna say it's 4 p.m.
Oh, actually, while we have the privacy, put out the shit we found from Boudin. I'll take a look at it.
Ooh, yeah.
Isadora, you cast Identify. I think it's a ritual.
Yes.
You see before you a pair of gauntlets, and know that they are described as the gauntlets of smoke. I did a
Of
dramatic
smoke?
hand. Of smoke. I did a dramatic hand, but I realized we're not in person. Anyway, moving on. As an action, you can activate. Oh, soon. As an action, you can activate the gauntlets, which begin smoking, menacing. As a result, you have advantage on intimidation rolls against creatures that are not in combat. The boots are boots of false tracks. While wearing these boots, you can use an action to change footprints they leave behind. They can assume a shape smaller, such as, say, a halfling or a gnome, etc., or a being that is quite larger than you, say, like a half-orc or Goliath, traditionally being a larger than elves, kind of thing, or that of a small cat or dog, so very small paupers. The dice set, which do require attunement, are charlatan's dice. These plain dice will roll whatever the user wishes, but in doing so, to remain essentially to use this dice without being caught, you must succeed a sleight of hand check while using them. But they'll always roll whatever you want them to roll. And the cloak is the cloak of billowing dramatically.
I love that item!
As an action, you can cause this cloak to billow dramatically, granting the wearer an advantage on persuasion checks to rally others to their cause. Person or group is neutral or friendly to the wearer, you have advantage. However, they dislike you or perhaps hate you, you have no advantage. And if this person is considered an enemy, or if they consider you the enemy, you have disadvantage on your round.
Could you add that to the cloak?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, because I know the original, just all it does is billow dramatically.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The same with the smoky gauntlets.
Yeah. Oh, that's rad.
But yeah, there you go, guys. The only thing that requires achievements out of them are charlatan's dice. But yeah, those are the things you got unlocked on the fun table. So do with them as you please.
I mean, does anyone want a particular item?
Nothing stands out to me, so if anyone wants anything, take it.
I was gonna say, you guys go. I'm good.
Laura, do you want the billowing cloak?
You know me well.
Yeah, you take the cloak.
I literally not even for Stapper. And you guys have better charisma though, so maybe you guys should take it.
But because we have better charisma, shouldn't you take something that's going to give you advantage?
Yeah, I guess I am trained in persuasion, so it might be useful.
Ian, do you want the smoky gauntlets?
No, one of you guys can take them. I'm cool. I got good.
Well, what I was going to say, would people mind if I took the boots?
Not at all.
You take them.
Okay. Darren, are those attunement?
Nope.
It's going on the list.
So would you want the dice then, Ian, to increase your
Yeah,
dice?
Riz was just gonna become a dice man.
Yes.
Yeah, you get the sharpened die, and I'll take the smoky gauntlets.
I'm imagining
Oh my God.
Risbit wearing them around his neck like car dice, you know, the ones that hang off
Oh my
the like
God.
mirror. So he's got the pair of dice hanging
Yes.
around his neck.
telling you guys, try to break the system already. You just turn the Albatross into a gambling joint and you just have a charlatan.
Yeah, and we can we can just win. This is great.
Never been against the house.
But this town is going to become so seedy with our gambling ring tavern and the bathhouse. Like, it's not a pleasant town.
So do we want to tell like Birdie and Miriam, hey, we're bosses now. Carry on.
Our first
Nice
order of
way to
business
plug
is
them.
continue what you were doing. You're doing a great job. Here's a raise.
No.
Yeah, as Major says, like Coda, since you do have a merchant background, I feel like you should be like, you should be manager.
No,
I feel
no,
like that's
no,
what we're gonna
no,
be.
no,
No, you're manager.
No. I have
I can
no
be
business
manager.
experience. Yes, you can be manager.
I still feel like Coda should have some kind of responsibility. So maybe like supervisor or something to that effect.
Head cleaner of the toilet.
No, you're missing the
Like Conan needs a job that sounds very important and has a lot of responsibility, but doesn't pay well.
supervisor.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Head flagger of patrons. All he does out there is stay outside all day trying to get people inside.
Yes.
There it
Yes.
is. There it
Yeah.
is.
That sounds terrible
Yeah.
for business. Like, out of
I mean,
character.
okay,
That's a
go on.
terrible decision.
I mean, hey, you guys met that really nice dude who did that earlier.
Yeah, he was great. Let's get him. He persuaded Coda to go stay in a shithole. Like,
We don't know what that place is like.
I assume it's a
For all we know.
shithole. Maybe the Albatross is a shithole, and that was a really nice
The
place.
Albatross is a shithole.
Yeah, okay, never mind. That place is probably lovely. Never mind.
From out on a boat, like halfway to Nullheim already, just hear Baltimore. It's like, hey, it was my shit.
Well, too bad it's our shithole.
It's
now.
our shithole now.
Esme goes outside. Is like, who's behind the bar?
I'm instantly starting to write a letter to Celeste Nilo being like, hey, how do I business?
Oh my god.
we need to get our two.
You
We
don't know how to business.
I don't like literally.
This is the no siblings bar. There is
I know,
no
but
member
like
of
we
family
literally have
available
two
or
businessmen
welcome here.
siblings. Like this was a terrible decision.
Who's behind the bar?
Bertie.
And this is Birdie. We're gonna level with you. Us four
Okay.
bozos now technically partially own this business. However, we're also idiots. So we want you to take on the day-to-day run of that. And as a result, you will get a pay increase. But what you need to do first, and Esme just produces like 1,000 gold. She says, you need to make this place, you need to ship it up, shape it out. It is not the beautiful, luxurious tourist destination we want it to be yet. And I want you to work on that as your first new job, first job as part of your new position in the business.
He nods. He just keeps nodding as he takes the 1,000 gold, and he's like, "Okay, boss, I'll do that."
100%. If you do not, if we like, I got like a week to get it to start the process. Realistically, it'll probably take a little bit later. I understand that, but if that money goes missing, you will be fired immediately, potentially out of a cannon from a ship.
What's a cannon?
It's like a catapult except faster. I don't know. What is cannon?
What's a
Are
what's a
cannons
catapult?
cannon darn? Who knows? Do catapults not exist? Would a trebuchet? What the hell? How do these people
Hey.
siege towns?
Sorry, hey, whoa, curb the enthusiasm there. They do exist. Not everybody's fucking seen one or heard of one.
That's fair. No, that's very fair. Like, how the hell do these people live? You can't
I mean-
trebuchet a tower. What the hell do you do?
I mean, Bertie's like, yeah, no, I know a guy who knows a guy who bribed a guy who stabbed a guy. Yeah, sure thing, boss, as you walk out the door. But yeah, to respond to your question, just have to declare that real quick. How these people live is poorly. Bertie, for example, is a raving drug addict that she just gave 1,000 gold to, so it's fine.
That's fine. Bertie's getting sacked. Like,
I
people
think
think
we
this
should
is...
sack everybody.
Esme shouts, is like, vigilance!
She looks up from work, it's like, yes?
You know the way you and Rat Grace have been going on like a world tour journey?
That lasted 2 towns. Continue, yeah?
Yeah. How about you just stay here and run a bar for us?
No. She just goes
Why
back.
not?
Because I have a calling, gods and shit. I'm not going to sit here and...
I mean, I answered that phone too, girl. Like, we have got things to do, but now we also own a business and we need people we trust.
No disrespect, but please don't assume me and you are in the same league, please. For the love that is all that is holy, let's just tie that in a knot right now and move past it, okay? But yes, no, I'm not going
I
to
know
run a
we're
bar.
not in the same league. We didn't get captured and dagged them. I kid.
It definitely appears in Red Riding and vibrates with vigilance will remember.
That's fine. I'm okay.
Cut the 4 games where it's literally the scene from The Lion King where it's Scar and Mufasa. She's like, well,
the king.
Like, as long as she doesn't kill the others, I'm okay. What if we get? Is there some way that we can make Miriam the Mirror responsible for the bar?
Perhaps Webb would like to
What's
open
wrong
a
with-
franchise.
What did you say, Ian?
I was like, if he's a drug addict, what's wrong with her?
I mean, she's just a witch. She's just trapped in a mirror. She can't pull pints.
Nobody can pour pints.
Except for
Vigilance.
Risbin, who is the greatest in the world at pouring pints.
You know what we could do?
Mm-hmm.
Fire the 2 of these guys and get a bunch of my goblins up here.
I 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
I was about to suggest put up a help wanted sign, but no. If we could get goblins here, I don't know how long it's going to take, but I want goblins running this bar.
Sounds good to me.
Now
So
the
when
question
he grows up, we fire him.
I mean, if you come back with pleasant furnishings in the next week and a half, then
This would be a bad place to have as a sort of base of operations for some of our allies, potentially. I mean, once we clear this place of the many, 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 many dangers, maybe you could set up some of your nasty boys, whoever's left. We could tell people
mean-
this is a safe place.
We
the only
also
problem.
want to be careful. I know we're sort of. I know it doesn't seem like that has much influence here, but I also don't want to advertise that the 4 of us own this place now.
No,
just to be
no.
safe.
Let's not make that known, but this is it's a big enough city, and it's one of the closest to Uria, so it's not a bad place to have as a place to fall back to, a place to plan from and move from. It could be
There is,
strategically
however,
useful.
There's a side problem with that, which is it's right on the docks, where we have also been told that the opening salvo of fire that brings the end of the world happens. So it's not really prime real estate. But I
Not
guess
if I can prevent it. I know what you mean. No, it's risky.
it's just from a strictly business point. This is probably not.
I told you I'm not a businessman.
No, we did not. This was not your responsibility. However, you are a merchant and come from merchants, and I feel the only thing you learned.
Artisan, more of a craftsman, not a merchant.
The only merchant deals you've made was to sell your soul for a hunk of metal.
Yeah, in all fairness, the one deal you seem to broker didn't turn out so
I
well
made
for
other
you.
deals in my youth.
So I guess you're not really a merchant.
Esme hugs Izzy. She's just like, I don't know about you, how I'm going to get in trouble, so I'm happy. Well, guys, I think we should take a nice walk along the docks to consider our bright future in this place.
Esme,
Rizbit.
can you write me a letter for the Baron?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
I will write it. I would. Rizbit can dictate, and Esme will write it word for word. And contrary to popular belief, Esme will in fact do the nice thing for Rizbit.
I appreciate it.
That is a genuine plot twist. So do you essentially take like 20 minutes, sit down and like pen this letter, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, it's basically the letter is just going to be like, yo, give me some goblins that are good with money and hospitable.
That is honestly a great idea.
It's so. Also, I love the idea of this little port town with like probably the first goblin-owned like tavern in Errathor. It's just like so cute.
I'm just picturing the Baron going to like 4 guys, and it's like, we're gonna sit it here, and they're completely 100% like mobsters.
They can barely see over the bar. They're just like real small.
Yeah, no, that's cool. About like just as you guys finish penning this letter and kind of sitting and kind of just like sitting and enjoying a rest, Bertie comes back. He walks over to Esme and hands her back 200 gold. I was like, right, there you go, boss. There's your change. Contractors will be here in a couple of days.
Oh, good.
Are we sealing over the basement, or do you guys want to use the basement? Because that was kind of like off limits.
Basement?
Yeah.
I'm going in the basement right
Basement
I'd
this
like
is
to
off
see it.
limits.
We'll go have a look
Let's
and
just check it out.
And Bertie's like, there was a lot of speaking there, but I'm
Where
just
is
going to
the basement?
ignore the specifics and say, yes, basement. I don't know, it was locked and we were just told never to go in there. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, I don't mind if I smoke in this bad boy, do you? And he just kind of goes, but the smoke smells particularly crunchy.
I
Yeah,
think
we
this is now a
kinda
no
do.
smoking establishment.
We'll have to like go outside. Well, I suppose that's fair, understandable. So I guess we'll need a smoking area.
Yeah, we're gonna get the contractors to work on that. I'm gonna be head of HR, so there's gonna be a lot of working to make sure that our policies really reflect the company.
He looks
So,
at Esme and
making
he's like, what
sure
the fuck is
people are-
HR?
It's human resources, but the problem is human makes it sound like it's not inclusive of all the different races that are.
Humanoid resources.
But see, even then,
Hey,
they're
good.
garbage. And
No, they're definitely humanoids.
100%. But anyway, it's just making sure that our staff are well catered for and that they feel like they have a voice and a representative at the higher up tables, and that they are also, doing their jobs and they don't get into trouble. It's good. It's fine. Basement though, and as I
It's
also
not a
was like,
union. Sorry, basement, yes.
I'm not getting drugs. I'm doing the opposite. I'm making him scared of
You really
offering.
sounded like you were trying to.
No, I don't want drugs. I want the
same
opposite.
vibe
I want
when
drugs out of the workplace.
Yeah, it's just this whole vibe was like, we're gonna look after you, pal. Wink, wink.
That's
You
true.
can go outside and smoke. You'll be
You
alone.
can you
Wink,
can
wink.
talk to dear old honest Esme, wink wink. Yeah, he leads you to one of the side rooms that kind of looks like it's just used for general storage, like excess chairs if there's like a party book, that kind of. But there is a large dresser that kind of doesn't have anything really of note on it. Sorry, not a dresser, a bookshelf. Apologies. But he's like, yeah, it's there, and he points to like a trapdoor that is quite clearly like not well hidden, but just very much like this thing is on top of it.
Rizbit, can you move the thing from on top of it?
Just on your letter, we need them to be good with money and hospitable.
That's
I move the thing.
Thank you.
Strength check.
Please.
And give us 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'll say like when you guys like eventually leave the Albatross, you just take like a 10-minute detour to get like a courier. I I can't remember if we posted letters to the Baron before, but I definitely remember saying that like he has essentially a dead drop that's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that was definitely mentioned. There was basically a PO box essentially.
Yeah, literally, he just has a PO box that he like every few days he dispatches to a goblin and stuff himself to just go and check. But yeah, no, that's cool. You guys know basically where to post to get in contact with the Baron. Cool. Yeah, you're fine. You like just kind of sit and kind of just lift a little bit and shimmy, 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 and yeah, you have cleared away that this trapdoor is usable.
I open the trapdoor.
The stale smell, the stale like odor of stale air, stale wood, stale perhaps stale liquor, food, everything just assaults the nostrils of dearest fuel that is risen. It's dark as bowls down there, but I know dark vision, but like you can see stairs descending and a bit of a kind of a really rough rag and tag cobblestone floor, kind of brickwork.
And I grab a torch, light it, and I'll go down.
I'll go down second.
I'll go down third.
Now I'll go down 7th. Wait, no.
You wait like 3 beats.
He called us out. 1, 2, 3. Nailed it! I'm lost. You set steps before you land. Wide room. Looks quite big, kind of like if the entire top floor, which is pretty large because it's like an entire bar with booths and all that jazz. Kind of this dimensions, but just beneath. This large cobblestone and really, really ancient-looking brickwork, littered with cobwebs, port beams, wood barrels, tables, distilleries, tables that have flasks and odd devices that you're not sure of, and there's a skeleton chained to one of the walls.
Ooh.
A what chained?
A skeleton.
Ooh.
Well, that's not very pop at all.
Did Birdie come down with us?
He's like behind you guys, but he's kind of like light a torch because he's but a human boy.
Birdie, how long has this been sealed? You've never been down here?
No, I've been working here for like maybe 10 years, give or take. And yeah, it was just a case of like when we were on the rooms, like giving a tour on our first day, it was just like, hey, yeah, this is a trapdoor. We don't use it anymore. Just don't go down there because it's like just got old crappy stuff and it's not exactly structurally sound and it's a health hazard, that sort of thing. So we were just told to like, it was essentially we were told it's off limits. Yeah.
And she never came down here?
Not to my knowledge.
Does any of this,
anyway,
like, Darren, is this super, super dusty or does this look like it's been frequently used?
Oh no, this is like when a foot hits the steps, like dust shoots up.
Right, yeah, this has been not down here for ages, okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
So Darren, playing a character who had experience with drug creating people before, does this remind me of that delightful young man from when we were in what's we call it, Dead Man's Haven?
Oh, do you mean in like the evil, nefarious, like kind of creation?
The guy that Esme like basically brawled with in a jail cell. It wasn't even in a jail cell, but it was in like a jail.
Oh yeah.
I cannot think of his name for the life.
Well, between that and generally being in Alexander's gaff, you guys would know that like it's definitely like alchemical in origin, perhaps stations everywhere. Like it's a big setup. Like it's not just like a couple of flasks to like make like maybe like shitty poison. This clearly looks like it was like the heart of an operation at some point.
Maybe we could be good drug dealers. Who knows?
Well, it's dusty, but I think it's another point in favor of using this as some sort of base. I mean, it could be a secret underground meeting room or hideout?
is cut off by a shriek as Bertie has now got his torch lit and he sees the skeleton. He's like, ah!
Yeah.
And
Bertie, that's the problem.
Yeah, he like basically waves the torch back and forth frantically and like ignites cobwebs and it's just like, ah!
Bertie, calm down. We'll sort this out. Do you know what? Give me the torch. You go upstairs. You get a drink or smoke or whatever. Just go upstairs. Don't tell anyone about this.
Yeah, he's like, okay, boss, yeah. You just hear him like, sweet crack rock.
Can I inspect the body for anything of net worth or informatively?
It depends.
Yeah, let's see.
Investigation to basically like be, looks like it was. I know it's a skeleton. Is there any markings on it? Like, so, if you want to determine how long it's been here, medicine.
I want to investigate the body to see like what potentially happened. I'm assuming this person starved to death, but
I'm going to try see if I can figure it. What could
That was my medicine for.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Is that what you were going to roll, Amy, as well?
It was, but if Coda and Esme are going to look at the body, yeah, it's been so warm today.
It's
crazy.
so warm.
Yeah.
I want to have a look around to see if I can get a better idea of like what this place was.
Yeah, sure. Give me a perception check, buddy.
Yeah.
Esme, you look over the part, and there's like scraps of leather, and you spy a ring, like on the middle finger, very nice. Like it's covered in a thick layer of dust, but this is going to be a white shop. Have you guys ever seen fucking The Black Cauldron, the Disney movie?
yeah, I know. Like, I know the scene you're talking about.
When he finds like the gold, and it's like it stuck in my mind so much because it always made the gold look so shit. Because he finds like essentially a room full of like the dust is like like a fist thick, and when you roll it, it's like holy god, it's real gold. It's like it always stuck with me. But yeah, like when like Esme's kind of like poking and prodding and just investigating it, like she touched the ring with her thumb kind of thing, and when you like smudge some of the dust off, this thing is like gold. It's just like solid like royalty levels of gold just by
anything on it in terms of is it just gold band or from
it is a gold band with a sapphire stone, and there's kind of like weird symbol that you're not sure of the center of the sapphire.
Can I wiggle the ring off the body?
Strength check. Just fun. What was I going to say? Coda, you know that this person more than likely died via. There seems to be a lot of stabbing. Near the heart, where one would have the heart, rib cages have lots of slash marks, as if like someone was like basically just stabbing them over and over again with perhaps like a rapier or something, like not a heavy blade, but kind of like a thin, effective one, much like a rapier, maybe a dagger. You're not entirely sure. Just generally glancing over the skeleton, that it's more than likely a tiefling skeleton that had its horns removed, at least.
Ooh.
See, Coda?
Nice.
Just to you.
Did you just say that?
Yep.
What a lovely thought.
Oh,
I wonder if this.
How old is it?
It is of the this skeleton has been down here for at least 3 digits, like at least like 100.
Wasn't she saying that like over in Nullheim, tieflings and Hurloth don't get along? Do you think she just like brought a dude here and tortured him?
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
You mean brought with her from Nullheim when she came over?
Or maybe. Actually, here's another problem. If we're going to Nullheim, are you going to be...
I mean, I'm not part of their empire. I mean, the elves are...
Dude, I hate to tell you, when it comes to like race, people don't really care about what empire you are. If you don't like look right, you know?
Well, we don't have to go to there are neutral zones as neutral cities, and we don't have to go to any of the empire cities. Well, maybe we do, but I don't think so. I think the liches would be in the outer lands.
What about Alex? I thought we had to go something for him.
The vampires are also in the outer lands. They're not in any of the main empire cities.
Fine. So wait, who are the Who are the warring factions?
There's tieflings, snow elves, and elves.
Oh, what a divide. Q. Well,
Izzy,
we'll deal with that one.
you kind of like. I just realized I forgot that you rolled. My apologies. Yeah, it's kind of a lot to take in, but I'm going to say like the startlement is like kind of like but there's just a lot of barrels. A lot of them are sealed, like they don't look open, like they look like they've been properly sealed, perhaps maybe to leave, or not to leave, sorry, to be distributed, or maybe just storage, but they're certainly sealed. There's a lot of tables, a lot of alchemy sets, question mark, but they're definitely like alchemical in some. But yeah, it seems to just be like a very, very large operation, but like Izzy's not getting like a specific read. It's just like there's a lot of storage down here. There's a lot of pencils to make something, or like I guess they probably make like normal stuff, but like clearly the reason for this setup is not just to make like a healing potion.
Yeah. Okay.
Darren, 18 to get the ring off the bone.
Oh, apologies. Yes, you successfully pry this finger open. Esme's like, haha, and like the bones fall apart because it's a Bethesda game. You interact with the skeleton.
It just explodes. Yeah.
Is there anything written on the inside of the ring?
There was an inscription clearly, but it has been scraped away.
Oh,
angry kind of not with elegance, like very sharp, jutty, stabby kind of marks.
Can I try to fix it? Can I mend it?
Mending, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just remembered Esme has a bracelet that's made from Kay's leg.
Do you remember how we saw Kay last week?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we had a weird nosebleed vision of him with another seeker.
Yeah, and I don't like the fact because we're supposed to know
Yeah, we're
those.
supposed to know everything. We're supposed to not get those.
I feel like you have woefully underestimated what happens at level 9.
Hey,
you know
that's
everything at level 9.
That's metagaming. The ball of hand of metagaming comes out of the ground. It's like, quiet you. No,
take me, sir. What are you gonna do?
I will be your bride.
No, that position has been filled. The scratch mark like recede, and like you see like the again, not that they recede, but it's like indentations get filled in with the gold again.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the initials QB, and it just says forever and ever, and
like Q and B, or like
Q.B, like initials.
Was Baltimore's first name or second?
Sir.
Second
name.
What was Baltimore's first name again?
Crastisius.
Crastisius or Grastisius?
Grastisius.
Okay, so it's
Grass
not
titties.
QB. Yeah.
No.
Grass titties.
Grass titties.
And has the mending had any effect on the symbol on the top of the ring?
No, it kind of just looks a bit more nicer, but no, the symbol does not like seem to be like it's actually the secret symbol. No, it's just a symbol that Esme has not seen before. It's kind of like it's very detailed for the size that it is. The craftsmanship is pretty like holy buckets. Seems to be like a small dragon head, like you know the Ouroboros sign.
Yeah.
But kind of like if it was like a dragon's head with a dragon's wing jutting up, and then like the tail comes around and like just a nice circle. Like if it's meant to be like it's unclear, but it could be just playing to the fact that it's in a tiny sphere / circle kind of shape, that sort of thing.
Would it be safe to infer that this is possibly like, rather than being a religious symbol that's unrecognizable, this might be like akin to a family crest?
You kind of get the idea that it's probably like in that vein, but then again, you're not entirely sure. It's certainly like if it's a religious symbol, the religious symbol doesn't jump out at you guys.
Yeah.
But then it being a house symbol or like a clan symbol, something like that is like it's as theory as any. Like you'd have no reason not to think that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like you guys haven't really encountered clerics or paladins that kind of like use rings as they're like, I'm a paladin of Pelor, look at the ring. It's kind of usually necklaces or bands or stuff. It's very seldom rings. You'd probably like lean more to like a house/clan kind of thing.
I pop on the ring.
It possesses you and you die.
You are
I'm
dead.
okay. People think that would be lost. And you realize, think about the amount of hassle Esme causes.
Esme, as you slap the ring on,
It doesn't fit.
it doesn't fit.
Is it too
someone
big or
else-
too small?
Say that again, guys.
Is it big or too small?
Too big.
Oh, my dainty little fingers. It will not fit. Coda put it on.
It looks like someone's wedding ring. I'm not gonna wear someone else's wedding ring.
It was on their middle finger. That's not where the
Oh,
wedding
was it on the
ring is.
middle finger? Oh, sorry. I just thought with the inscription and the love heart thingy it was a wedding ring.
But you know, like, if something spouses die, they can move the ring to their middle finger.
What?
Sorry, if somebody's spouse dies, they could just move the wedding ring to the middle finger, so it's still been a
That's
wedding.
true. I don't know, the inscription, the together forever thing implies to me like a wedding ring, but I don't know.
Then
Put it on. There could
We
be
could
secrets.
just keep it in a bag and not wear it.
See, okay, Esme puts it into the bag with everything else, and she says, "Do you know what's going to happen to that ring? We're going to forget about it."
Look, fine, I'll put it
And
on,
you
I'll
guys,
put it
you
on.
guys hear, as Coda slides the ring on, the room surges magically. No. As Coda puts the ring on, the stairs behind you was like assaulted with the sounds of many footsteps.
I take the ring off, like, oh, did I do that?
Esme
No.
just says, "We're in here."
As you put the ring on, a magic projection appears, and it's his beloved doing striptease.
Oh, God.
Help me, Coda.
See,
One
man.
note. You're my.
Yeah. That's a cheap move. Best line. You see a familiar halfling and a unfamiliar yet recognizable female half-orc. You know it to be Miriam, Kazi, and Bertie all come down. Bertie's like, this is where the dead person was. And Miriam's like, there's a dead person down here. And the towering, bulky, wide-built half-orc is like, in like quite literally like a Scrooge sleeping attire. Like the nightdress and the like cap and everything. It's like, so you kill someone, do we have to get rid of a body? Oh God, I'm tired.
Hello. We're the two owners, both gone. But she left us a friend. This body has been here for a century. We don't know who it is, don't know where it's come from. But I think we should get rid of it. Cause I don't think it's good for business, personally.
Like Miriam's like, whoa, oh yeah, geez, what the fuck going on? And Kazi just like rubs her sleep eyes and she's like, cool, do you want it on now or like tonight when there's like nothing?
Perhaps the clerics upstairs could perform some sort of funeral for him.
I am a cleric of Black Sack and Rocks and the Wall.
That is awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
No offense, Mr. Demon Man. It's just cleric to be uppity, and when it comes to corpses and places that corpses should be, I get uppity and then I get irritated. So like, it's just be smart and hide a body. Come on, it'll be. We'll come together as friends. Also, I was told you're my boss now.
Yep.
Like, cool, I'm Kazi. I work night shifts mostly.
Sounds like you need to keep up on your sleep, Kazi, because you're gonna have like a long night of the night shift.
I feel like getting rid of a body implies guilt. We didn't do anything here. We just bring it upstairs, bury it.
See,
Well,
sir,
we
that's
gotta bury
where
it.
you're wrong. Getting rid of a body implies we don't want to deal with the body. It's nothing to do with guilt. It's
Like,
just
Coda, with all respect, like, where would we bury it? We don't know this person's customs. We don't know if they have any living family. I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful. Like, we're options realistically here.
We could ask the tieflings in the bathhouse if it's a family thing. I mean, they're the only family of tieflings we've seen around here. Perhaps they might have know of some relative
Yeah, but
who
it's
went missing.
over it's a century old. Besides, people aren't fond of us. I don't think they're going to really take kindly to be saying, "Hey, here's a skeleton that's the same race as you. Maybe it's one of yours."
Also, they're like criminals, and they killed one of my guys. I'm really not on side for them. I think I've reached the point of let's put this poor soul into a bag and just put them out to sea. The sea forgives all.
Kazi's like rubbing eyes. She's like, okay, I'll get a bag.
Kazi, get a sack, yeah.
Are we getting rid of the drug station back there as well, or are we huffing drugs now?
No, we're not huffing drugs.
No, we're going to look around here and see what we're going to toss.
So, okay. Goes back upstairs. I'll get my best pants and my best bag for getting rid of a body. Just yelling it down the stairs.
Cool.
That's fine.
Thanks, Kazi.
I like Kazi.
Yeah, me
Keep
too.
Kazi.
She's practical.
She seems nice.
She understands that sometimes it's not worth getting involved.
Her life's philosophy is like, can you do that? It's like, make a move then. Okay. But yeah, so what are you guys doing?
I'll oversee of the corpse if people want to do some other stuff.
Well, like both in and out of character. Like, what's our next step here?
I would like suggest or like a short or long rest, just because I'm on real low health. But
yeah.
like other and that
It's
we
maybe
have.
nighttime. We'll go to
Yeah,
sleep
we
at
could do
night.
a rest and then like my out of character, my vote would be to do like I know we're in the middle of the mind flayer thing, but my vote would be to do the shroud thing first because we were pretty much told that if we don't, the people are gonna die. The honest hearts are gonna die.
Which ones are they? No.
Wait, what?
Hold on. I don't care about them.
No, but like we're gonna do the shroud anyway. We may as well do it while we can still save people and not like let them all die. The
Wait, what are
fortune
you
teller
talking about?
told. Are we doing this in character or out of character? Because the fortune teller told Coda the good, honest-hearted people descend into the Shadow Lion's den and don't come back out. So that means the honest hearts go after the shroud and die. So
Wow, I did not catch that at all.
Neither did I.
Like,
I was talking through it with Darren and it took me like he had to like pretty much spell it out for me, but I was like, oh, now I get it. But yeah, it took me a minute too.
Well, I wouldn't just pick the right gem.
Yeah.
Yeah, my one was the honest
To be
hearts go
fair,
into the.
Georgie never said any of the advice he gave to any of the people specifically to them.
Oh no, I know, but like that was the thing that I heard, and like that was the thing I was thinking about because that was what I didn't understand, so I was trying to figure it out. But yeah, it's that if we don't do the shroud, like if the honest hearts are gonna go down there and die.
Esme,
Like, can I just say, like, out of character, like, do we have a timeline for that? Do we know, okay, they're gonna go down on like XY date, or is it just kind of this is something that's going to happen at some point?
I don't remember the exact
I
phrasing.
believe he said, if you hurry, you can save.
Yeah, if you hurry, there was some sort of like urgency to what he said anyway.
Okay, keeping that in mind, what would be our next step for the mind flayer thing?
I guess it's
Because
either
aren't we meeting people tonight?
we're supposed to be
Yes.
meeting tonight. We're supposed to be meeting Nanu and Lena, and
Yeah.
in and out of character, like out of character, I guess the things I can think of would be the chess club thingy where we know there are mind flayers waiting, and then we have the cave thing. We don't know where that is. Like my guess would be that it's somewhere like down by the water because there was water on the
Yeah,
floor of the
I'd imagine
cave.
it's
So it's
near
probably like a sea
bay.
cave or something. It might be like it only shows at like noon every day when the tide goes out kind of thing. Could be something like that. But I don't know. But yeah, those are our options, I guess. So we have to meet Nanu and Lena, potentially go to that chess club thing, fight some mind flayers, go fight the shroud. I would vote sooner rather than later because the honest hearts are gonna die, or go look for that cave.
Well, we know we know we're like scheduled.
Yeah, to meet Nanu and Lena
so-
tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said like they'll be arriving at the at 9 onwards. They said like just because, like, again, just refreshing people's memory of their characters. I think they said like they'll be there from 9 onwards with a group of people. I'm pretty sure it was said that like you don't have to come on the dot. It's just that from 9 till tomorrow morning, like kind of within reason, they'll be expecting you.
Well, we could if we're gonna rest, we could do a long rest and go at like 10 or 11 because it's now what 3 o'clock. So if we rest 8 hours, it'd be like okay. So that'd be what, like midnight or so.
Midnight makes it more dramatic.
Yeah, beat them at midnight. Yeah, that could be fun.
Yeah,
it's all
you guys
clandestine.
go to bed. You go and rest.
Are you not gonna rest?
Well, like I have 4 hours, so I'm gonna go and deal. I'm gonna deal with getting rid of a body, and then I'll go and take a bit of a nap.
All right, cool. Are people content to do that plan? Those of you that require the 8 hours, which is Risbit and Coda.
Yep.
Or doesn't, but she likes sleeping.
Oh yeah.
She just wants a nap for her mental health.
Oh, she struck me as that kind of person. It's like people are like, don't you do 4 hours? No.
No, I need a full 8 hours, buddy.
I do, but guess what I'm gonna do anyway.
I'm gonna spend my extra 4 hours napping.
It's like Izzy's like sleep for 4 hours, like get more goes on phone, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, for like 4 hours, refreshing the same dead feed kind of thing.
They're like lying in bed with their phone 3 inches from her face.
Oh yeah, like blinding brightness. Oh, why am I so tired all the time? Oh god, real laughter pain. Okay, so everyone does that. Izzy goes vague tweets.
I feel bad for Risbit because I wrote that like Coda was having terrible nightmares, so he's definitely keeping Risbit awake like half the fucking 8 hours.
Honestly,
Risbit sleeps through anything.
Risbit 100% struck me as just like a bomb goes off, Risbit snores and rolls over. Like I don't think the gods themselves will disturb Risbit's sleep, kind of thing.
Ideal roommate then.
Pretty much.
Dearest Esme, after you sleep and rest and feel revitalized, you descend the steps, which will put you at 8 p.m. You see Kazi kind of like rolled up arms, nice little short tie kind of thing. She looks very respectable. Seems to take a lot of pride in her uniform and her work. It kind of like sees you walk down the steps because I'm assuming everybody went back to rooms. And she's just like, so you wanna do the thingy? Miriam can like cover me for an hour, or do you want me to just go off and do it?
How long is it gonna take for us to just take a body and put it in the water?
Oh, it'll take us like 5 minutes, but I don't have to tell her that.
You just go for drinks after.
I'm a partial owner.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave you with that.
Oh yeah, you leave me with that while you also leave me with the body that was in your statement that I have to get rid of. Boss, they're asking me to get rid of.
Okay, well, I appreciate that you got the sack. If you don't want to bring the body, I'll bring it somewhere.
No, I like getting rid of bodies. Getting rid of bodies is fun. It clears the mind. What's your state of zen?
I love the implication that she's done this many times.
I mean, lucky you're in the place where you're surprised.
Okay, yeah, let's go and just put it out in the water.
Yeah, she's like straight up like goes, it's like, Miriam! And she's like, yeah! And she's like, yeah, will you watch the bar for like an hour? She's like, okay. She's like, cool.
Like 45 minutes, Miriam.
Yeah, like Kazi's like behind Esme. He's like, yeah, 45 minutes, and he's like, oink. And she picks up this massive burlap sack that's very like cartoonishly big. It's literally the scene with Kronk, sorry, from Emperor's
But
Groove.
it's bones. How bulky is it?
Exactly.
What else has she got in there?
It's padded so it doesn't make bone noises.
Exactly.
So it just looks like a
nice
body.
It's a thick, bony boy. But yeah, she like swings this bag or like burlap sack over her shoulder in true like burglar-looking style, and she's like, "Oh, let's go."
Esme goes with her to the to the nearest portion of the docks that is deemed safe.
Yeah, you guys are strolling, and it's like, the moon's getting up pretty high. It's a clear sky night.
romantic.
You pass
hope
two
I have
city
another
watchmen.
vision.
You pass two city watchmen, and they're like, Kazi, and she's like, George, and keeps walking.
Oh my God, Kazi, I have a really quick question. Do you know which of the guards can be trusted and which can't?
None of them.
Okay, well, like some of them can super not be trusted, but then some of them probably can be more trusted.
That is a horrible like system. You just need a.
Okay. The problem is more. Some of them are from outer space, and some of them are from here.
It's your crack den that's under the building, isn't it?
No, I'm not 300 years old. I'm like 100 years old. I can't remember how old Esme is.
I wouldn't put you over a day over any boss.
Ah, Kazi, you are so nice. So yeah, those alien cops that I'm concerned about.
Yeah, what about him?
I was wondering if you'd have any sense of the who's who of cops that are likely to suck the brains out of the back of my head.
That's an interesting fetish. Well, boss, it may come as a daunting shock to you, but I'm not a big fan of cops.
I mean, I feel like that's reason enough for you to know.
I can't really apply the concept of trust them as far as you can throw them, because I don't mean to brag, but I've thrown cops pretty far in my time. But yeah, I don't trust them. I don't like them, and fuck them.
Oh, that sounds like a good. That sounds like a fair system. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, it's a lot more or less complicated than yours. Some are kind of evil, and some are sort of maybe perhaps a wiggly hand on a Tuesday more evil.
I appreciate that it's. I appreciate that our black and white system is far more preferable. Unfortunately, I have not been allowed to live that life.
Oh yeah, where are you from?
Esme says something about everything being a shade of grey, and then she's grey. That's so stupid. It's like, oh, from your area, where like the cops are bad, the good people are bad, the bad people are worse. Seekers exist. It's rough out there, you know. I mean, like, you've got mechanists and mages here. Where we're from, they're one unit, and they're absolutely awful.
I mean, yeah, no, that's I kind of keep my head down and just do my job, and I'm just, well, to put it bluntly, I'm just looking to be left alone in this little world.
That's a fair way to live.
Like, you guys get to the docks, and like, it's not really that far. There's plenty of people there, and she's just like, oops, and just flings it, and it just like soars through the air and bumps, and she's like, darn my buttery fingers. And just puts like a cigarette in her mouth, and she's like, want one?
Yes. Hold on though. Does the bag sink, Darren?
Oh, it does. It like bubble, bubble.
Okay. Well, does the bag sink?
You hear a on the wind.
That's not fair. We didn't murder this one.
Esme smokes them while she got some and says, well, that's someone else's problem. Or it's a problem for later. And she just the drag of the cigarette. Esme one drags the entire cigarette and like, oh, I hate my life. And she just goes back to the bar.
She's like, oh, so what's gonna happen with little distillery we got downstairs?
Like, we're all technically like not cops, but we're technically like on the side of the law, so we probably need to destroy it. Like, mostly outside of the law. This is the problem. We're like smack bang in the middle. We are literally the grey area.
That's fair, boss.
I mean, it's not fair, Kazi, but it's close to fair. Fair because, well, it's not. It's just this is the life we live.
Well, whatever you want to do with it, myself, Miriam, and Bertie are on board, and we kind of don't really give a shit what you found down there as long as, pretty much circling back to my life philosophy, it doesn't bring extra drama our way. Well, let me rephrase that again. As long as it doesn't bring any extra drama my way when I'm on the clock, I don't really mind what you do.
Oh, it'll be fine. We've also got goblins coming who are going to help work and staff the bar.
She just tilts her head and she's like, what?
Goblins are coming to staff the bar as well. So you'll be able to like take holidays and you won't have to do every night shift and you'll still get paid. It'll be a cushier job. It's even nicer.
They cute?
I mean, Rizbit's cute, so yeah, they're probably all cute.
Fair.
They're all his tribe, so I'm assuming they all share.
Look the same.
Not look the same.
Racist.
First
Do
of all,
they, like-
both of you.
They're goblins. They probably look like
person-
Rizbit.
If one more person
I was not
plays
aware I was
racist
playing
card
D&D
about
with Twitter.
the,
Okay.
about the fictional, yeah. So they just like follow them around. Are they like outside the city? You guys have like a personal like army following you everywhere?
Yes, we have a personal militia. No, it's mostly led by Rizbit, but we have a personal militia. I've got a network of spies. Though apparently they haven't been doing very well because one of them was beheaded here. Isadora hates literally every bard, so I don't think we're actually allowed to have entertainment in the bar.
Oh, that's okay. That'll bode well for money.
It's rough. I don't know what we're gonna do for dinner theater, and
As long as I'm not there, it's fine.
As long as she doesn't have to look at other people perform, it's okay.
Jesus.
yeah, I think it's a case of if we're here, Isadora is going to want to perform or want the option to. I feel like a lot of the time she's not going to perform. She just option to, and she doesn't really want to. It's like a residency, but
As Esme says that, eyes like just grow wide, and she's just like one drags a cigarette, and she's like, oh. It was so much easier when it was one boss.
Yeah, it was. And then Coda. Sometimes Satan comes looking for Coda. His name is Kabiri. And
Esme, boss, I'm gonna stop you there because the less I know, the less I will know. Really.
Oh,
That
I'm
got
dating a
progressively
secret.
worse
I'm
down the
dating
line.
I'm dating a secret.
Oh my god.
I work for the
don't
law.
know. Okay, you know what? Let's
Wait, hold
walk.
All right, let's round back there. Were you about to say you don't know what a seeker is?
Yeah, like what are the things from the I don't go to the cap. Do I look like a capital girl to you? No.
I think you are a capital girl, Kazi.
I'm so glad you're my boss.
Yeah, welcome to this is life now.
And
Who
Who
gave
gave
us
in-
employees? Like,
Internally, Kai's just like, I'm so. Her spine is so thankful I'm her boss. There'd be like 2 burlap sacks going into that river.
it would be
Esme-
pretty like nice poetic justice if Esme died by having her spine ripped out.
Oh yeah, Predator style.
I mean, like I said, guys, whatever way Esme goes out, I will be satisfied by it.
Like you're taking our usual attitude towards NPCs and then giving us authority over them.
You work for us now.
I just feel bad for them at this point.
Esme, Darren, we go back. How long did it take to get back to the bar?
I know, like it's kind of like a slow, like, oh, the quicker we get back, the quicker I have to work. Kind of, let me finish this cigarette.
You finished 3 since we started.
So what are you, a cop?
I mean, we made we're technically kind of, but yeah, let's just get back.
I mean, we're cops in other places, not here.
Yeah, we're cops in other places. Not
We're
in Orion.
honorary
Yeah,
cops.
Yeah, I'll see you guys rejoin. Esme, you rejoin. Well, not rejoin the party, but you return to the Albatross, and we'll break there, guys, because it's time. So come back in like 5-10 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Nice. Okay, we're all here. We're all
Yeah, we're
ready
good to
go. wake me up before you go.
Let's go and see Nanu.
Oh yeah, it's nighttime now.
It is.
I will say that Coda does come downstairs muttering about like honest hearts and Shroud and like having a bunch of, you know.
Why are you worried about them?
Well, I mean, they're not terrible people.
I mean, they 100% tricked us and then
It was
tried
just
to
business, though,
seduce
wasn't
me
it?
into a bath.
I mean,
Steve,
first of
hold
all,
on.
they succeeded in seducing into a bath.
And they also beheaded someone that like was working.
Shred is
beheaded
very
someone.
much. The shred is very much something that needs to be dealt with, but we have like an appointment, you know.
But perhaps,
Like
perhaps
we're
the
gonna
Shroud
deal with
next.
it. Well, look, we'll see what comes out of this, man.
Like, we're gonna have to fight the Shroud at some point.
Yeah.
So why would we let them all die if we're gonna fight the Shroud anyway? We should do it quickly.
I mean, they also just there is that whole thing of they stole my money and killed my man.
They
Yeah.
saw it as
Let's-
a move against their territory.
Look, let's just do what we said we would do tonight.
Yes, let's meet them first, and then we can decide what we're doing next.
Cool, guys. Someone give me a survival check to navigate the city.
Who's good at
Yeah.
survival?
I mean, I will actually do the survival check, so.
Where's the best at it, right?
Yeah, no, most people can. It's like a group, you know. Someone's like, "This is a shortcut," but it is not.
I suck.
I'm
There you
not
go.
gonna help. I'm gonna be led.
So am I.
Like you were led into that bat.
You can't just say
Um,
dab.
Yes, I just did, Laura, because it's a vocal medium, and we're not beside each other. But rest assured, when we're in person, I will die violently when I crit Coda in a fight. Moving on. Riz and Isadora. Reading the night sky. No, just reading the signs on the roads. You guys take your time. It takes you about like Rizdora. Oh my god, it's their like Megazord. Oh, sorry guys, my mic went all weird. Yeah, so you essentially take like about like half an hour, 40 minutes to navigate like the kind of the back side of the docks. South side. Yeah, you guys navigate your way, and it's kind of like it's certainly a seedier part of town, especially at this time of night. There's people eyeing you up from the shadows and look very like, oh, you want to buy something? You know, that sort of thing. But eventually you navigate the alleyways, and you see a little sign hanging out from like jutting out to like catch your eye, and it's got like a little torch underneath it that's kind of like neon-y red, and just like a like a metal stencil, you know, like most kind of shop back in the day, like that kind of thing. A very happy sailor in their little dinghy on the boat. Looks very nice, very jolly, very childish, almost cartoonishy.
What's this place called again?
The dinghy. You're told to meet William.
And the safe phrase is Miriam the Mirror Witch.
Rock and roll. So do you guys enter? Yeah, it's a small enough. It's much smaller than the Albatross, but a lot of booths are taken. A lot of the stools. It kind of has that like old man pub vibe to it. Everyone here seems to be a regular, even though you guys definitely have been in this place. It's lit by a variety of like torches. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, my Discord froze there for a second. It was like it crashed, and I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" No. All these bright kind of like yellowy, almost neon in style, like brightness. Yellow torches dot the room and give everything this kind of like saturated neon yellowy kind of vibe. Behind the counter, or the bar, sorry, not the counter, is a tall human man with like kind of mutton chops and just slick back hair. He's got like even though it's kind of like everything's washed kind of yellow, you can see there is bits of like gray in his like hair and stuff, and he sees the party and he's just doing the whole like cleaning a glass. He's got like waistcoat and tie, those bands around like his shirt, like his bicep area kind of thing, kind of like westerny kind of like barkeep. But I kind of see you guys coming. Doesn't like beck you over or anything, but just clearly like meets your eyes to be like, hey, look, I have noticed you have entered the establishment. That sort of thing.
I walk up and ask him if he's William.
Say that again. My Discord's being fucking weird.
I walk up and ask him if he's William.
It's like, I am indeed, and who might you be?
We're friends of Miriam the Mirror Witch.
Ah, I see. Okay, hey, oh. And he kind of starts like rummaging around, and he's just like, oh, well, I guess you left this. Yeah, you dropped this when you were last here. These things happen, and he slides like what looks like a really small, like a really small key that looks like it goes lock, but he kind of just like just like, yeah, these things happen, and like as he's like shrugging, he kind of like nods to like the door that's near the back, but he spies Risbet, and he's like, my, you look like a able-bodied individual. Quite a lot of muscles on you there, boy.
What do you want? Last person who came up with this tried to kill me. What do you want?
You're giving him trust issues, Darren. Look what you've done.
We have an old timey tradition around these parts. You fan of arm wrestling, boy?
Sorry, what?
Arm wrestling?
Oh God, boy. Okay.
It's like, how about I pitch you against my best and winner takes the pot? It's 100 gold in. How about that?
I was just like, I think I have 100 gold. Okay.
It's like, marvelous. Accompany me, Muffins. Like gestures to like follow him down to the end bar kind of thing.
I look at you and I'm like, if I die, if I get attacked, you. No, Darren.
Okay.
I follow him down.
Yeah, he leads down to the bar. And
I assume we follow as well, just to like.
Oh yeah.
why?
Yeah, we're just being led into a basement, and we're just going like, bye, see ya.
Oh no,
Bye.
like it's literally just like kind of an alcove kind of thing, and there's like clearly like a barrel set up that has like a cloth and like it looks raggedy. Like people have clearly put many an elbow down on this bad boy. And he's like, you just sit yourself up there or stand on a little butt. Your choice. There's like a step up, so it's probably for like halflings, dwarves, and goblins now. I'm just gonna go fetch my little friend here, and like he's like he like has a little spring in his step, and you just hear him be like, Maurice. And he strolls back up and he's like, right, here is my 100 gold. You may count it if you wish, but I am an honest man. And he puts it down on the table.
I don't bother counting it. And I think I have 100 gold, so put that out.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, Risbet matches it.
You definitely have 100 because we got like 1,900 each recently enough. So
yeah.
Okay, yeah, great.
Yeah, he does like a sharp whistle. And he's like, all right. And this gargantuan, hulking brute of a man turns the corner.
Uh-huh.
It's like easily a 10-foot, like 4-foot wide Goliath. And he walks up and like pulls up his pants and like, sits on this small stool opposite Risbet. And he's just like, how you doing?
Good. I don't think I've ever arm wrestled before.
It's like, well, it's the first for everything. And William's like, whoa, we got to extend this table a little. And he runs and gets another barrel, essentially, and sets it down so basically angle can like work because this giant Goliath hand. And he's like, right. Just, now these are ground rules. 1 hour. No spells. Be honest men here. Or honest people. I'm rephrasing. And yeah, there's no 2 out of 3s, 4 out of 5. None of that. You just do it. 1 try, you win it, you lose it. Deal?
Okay.
Like, okay, 3, 2, 1. Risbet, we're going to do contested strength rolls. Whoever rolls the highest wins. Strength
one-
saves. No, strength, basically.
Strength saves.
Strength saves, yeah.
I say,
Mm,
go,
that's
Risbit,
okay.
you can do it! And grant Bardic Inspiration.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Amy, I need you to roll with a hand so you do that on the sly.
Sure.
Let's see if this succeeds.
Nice.
Nice, nice, nice.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
Oh
god.
shit.
Oh,
Oh, you were 1 away.
Man.
how? Oh man, that is. You did a strength save, yeah? Like,
Yeah.
See.
Yeah.
Cool. No, that's fine. That's fine, buddy. That's fine.
All right.
Jesus.
Did I? I'm not proficient in saving throw strength.
Oh.
Oh, I assumed you were.
Do you
Apologies.
not?
Wisdom and
As a
charisma.
paladin, do you not add like a thing to your saving throws?
No, that's only for you guys.
Oh.
Wait, what are paladins for saving throws then?
Wisdom and charisma.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
They're not strength-based, really.
No, I guess
Oh
not.
yeah, that's true. But they are like I suppose I assume so because they're always typically on the front lines. But that's cool. Okay.
Like,
Is-
they're tanky, but they wouldn't be... Yeah.
That is, yeah, it is not an easy thing. Like, he's like, Maurice is like pushing down, and Risbet's like holding his ground, like sweat pumping off everyone, and then Maurice just slams Risbet down, and he's just like, yeah, put up a good fight, boy. He's like extends him to shake it, kind of thing.
Risbet shakes his hand.
Yeah, he's like, hey,
I tried.
oh, no, you put up an excellent fight. You keep that swinging arm going, boy. And he kind of like, takes the money essentially, and he's like, till next time. And like he throws like some of it to William, and he's like, usual order. And William like tips his non-existent hat kind of thing, and like goes to the bar, and he's like, thanks, yeah, I'm a fan of the old timey games.
When I was rolling my dice,
Mhm.
I've still got 3D dice turned on, and it's stayed on 8 for ages.
Oh,
I
I'm
was
sorry, buddy. That is. Anyway, yeah, Risbet, sadly down 100 gold. After this, do you guys essentially go to the back room?
Yeah, I say, will we meet our friend?
Yes, okay.
Cool. Yeah, you guys turn the and descend inside, and it's kind of like a load of steps down. It's really small, like 5 foot. Like you can't do shoulder to shoulder basement. It's all the way down to like kind of like what looks like just a regular room. It doesn't have the kind of aesthetic lighting. It's just very much torches. You're gonna come down into like an area that looks kind of like impromptu storage, just like if you needed extra mugs or something, or tankards like real quick, just run down and grab them. There is a long hallway at the back and a door that looks like just a little bit like, but it's literally the only way you can go in this. So do you approach it and all that jazz?
Yup.
As you open the door, you hear bickering. And as you enter, like bickering stops, and Nanu and Lena and like 3 others kind of all like turn and look at you guys, kind of like, "Ugh."
Are we interrupting? Sorry.
Hello.
Oh, hey, man. Okay. Oh, hey, it's just you guys. That's cool. Yeah, they're like, oh, they're all just kind of, it's fine. They're all kind of like awkwardly looking around.
So it's Nanu, Lena, and 3 other people.
Yeah.
Hi. How's everyone?
Nani was like, oh, yeah, hey, we're doing good. Yeah, no, we totally have a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably better if we just show you, man. So just breathe, okay?
Okay.
the others kind of like just like kind of do that like awkward like nod and like hand up like I'm here, you're here kind of thing, and let's just kind of, and they bring you to the room. There's another door to come, and they open it. Is about like maybe 7 people inside, all in varying sizes. You spy like dragonborn. You see another Firbolg and halflings and a gnome, and they're all kind of like roughly kind of holding themselves in an anxious way. But the main thing you guys spy are 2 individuals in the middle of the room, bound to the chair and with metal buckets on their head, and 2 individuals like on each one are kind of like systematically tapping the bucket loudly with like a metal like or something.
This is my
So what's up?
Yeah, Nana's like, yeah, so this is going to be surreal, but I think introductions are in order. And he kind of goes from left to right, and he just generally is like haphazardly pointing at people. And he's like, that's Dofer, and it's a dwarf that's at the back, and he raises a hand. That's what Withdrawal, and like the Firbolg kind of raises a hand. That's Garion and Jerian, they're twins, and like the 2 gnomes are like, hey. Like female twins. That's Kevnar. He gestures to like a human that's kind of like really scruffy looking, like kind of looks almost like hobo-esque. And like the others will get to in a sec. Okay, so do you guys take the buckets off simultaneously? And like the 2 gnomes are like, oh, okay, yeah. They raise the buckets, and sitting there bound and gagged, blindfolded and mouth gagged as well. Well, just regular gagged. Is Boudin and Boudin.
Yeah, Nana, this is a problem.
That's what I said.
You're wrong about us.
Yeah, we were just like walking here, like enjoying that fresh air, man. It's so nice, that fresh air. Yeah, and we passed Boudin. Okay, and then we passed Boudin again, and he had a lot of words to say, so we just kind of one thing led to another, man.
Cool. Have they like said anything?
No, but like what the bullets have stopped kind of constantly rattling, and they're like like they're kind of looking around, clearly trying to listen, kind of thing.
Like the whole time?
They're blindfolded, are they?
Folded and gagged.
Esme says, if you have ever heard my voice before, nod. Boudin.
Oh.
Esme.
They don't move.
I feel like this might be easy. We might could just we killed one Boudin. Why not kill all 3? Maybe
yeah, out of character, sorry, am I confused? We did kill a Boudin, right?
We killed a Boudin.
Okay, and there's 2 more, okay.
Like, have you interrogated them? Have they said anything about, like, what the story is? Why there's more than one Boudin? Is it an illusion?
Lena steps forward and says, yeah, no, they were very angry, vexed almost. I'm pretty sure none of us have jobs now, I think. We all got fired as a result. Yeah, they kept saying that they were real Boudin, and it's got really tight. So we've just been kind of banging the buckets to make sure that they didn't kind of really get a read on where, say, we are, who we are, voice, that sort of thing. Because it was just myself and the big guy that picked up the other one, and then, we sent 2 of the others to get, they got the drop, so I don't think he saw what they looked like.
Isadora, if you could sense any illusion magic, could you try and dispel it?
Yeah, I'll detect magic first and foremost.
You just see transmutation magic all over them, flickering off them kind of thing, but other than that, nothing.
Transmutation?
Risbit.
Yeah,
I don't remember if we asked you to do this already. Can you detect good and evil?
I can do that.
Do you want to see if either of them is good or evil?
If they're both evil.
If they're both evil, then we don't have to worry, because then we're the good guys and we get to kill them.
So, Darren, I'll cast
Yeah.
Detect Good and Evil.
Okay.
So, I'll read it out to you. For the duration, you know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of me, and I know where they're located. Similarly, you know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that is magically consecrated or desecrated. And I'm assuming because we're all in the same room, the penetration stuff doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I get you. Hold on.
I'm kind of like Tulena and Nanu and the rest, like, well, I'm sure once we figure out what's going on here, the real Boudin, if one of these is the real Boudin, we'll give you your jobs back because you'll have outed the imposter Boudin. So it's probably not all that bad.
Oh, there's a thought. Maybe the Boudin wasn't the Boudin.
If one of these is the real Boudin, then we have little to worry about. But if they're both evil, then we may have killed the real. Let's not worry about that now. Let's.
This is our Magic Brian moment, guys. Risbit was me. I'm the Boudin. Risbit, before you sit 2 aberrations.
Oh shit.
They're
Well-
both not. Both not good.
I want to try dispel transmutation magic.
What's the rule again if it is higher level?
I have to roll. The DC is 10 plus a spell's level.
Okay, cool. You must roll.
Yeah. $18.
Well, it's probably not an 8th level spell.
Y'all ever see The Thing?
I actually haven't.
I haven't. I'm too scared to.
Fair? No, I
really want
He's
to.
Orange and Rocky, he's fine.
I literally watched it when I was 18 and it scared the absolute shit out of me. It's a fucking terrifying movie. It's great though, but oh boy, it is. I am a scaredy cat. But yeah, it's the couch scene for anything at home that's seen. The magic essentially pierces through and dissipates, and the Boudin on the left starts thrashing about as if and the one on the right starts turning mucusy and kind of like that same kind of pus color that came out of the original Boudin in quotations. He starts warping and changing shape, and bits of him start leaking over the bounds, and teeth start to grow out of places that teeth shouldn't belong. And the other Boudin is kind of and they're both trashed out of their bound or restraints essentially. And everyone in the room is what the fuck, and leaning back against the wall, and there's this wide area now, and you see bits of their the rope attached to them is snapping and being slit by these bits of teeth and stuff.
Esme immediately activates her sword and looks to Risbit and says, Risbit, please also activate your sword or axe. I think you have an axe now?
I take a few steps back and take out my gun.
Let's,
Yeah, okay, everybody keep to the sides or get out to the other room.
Or attack as well. That would be
if you
great.
If you could also do that, that'd be swell.
I jump at the one on the left.
Yes, tell me which one you're hitting and just roll attack.
I'm going for the one on the left. Darren, do I have advantage?
Yeah, you do. Whoever's doing it, by all means, do your thing.
Wait, so the one on the left is the one that's all gooey and transforming, right?
No, the one on the right. Well, yeah, sorry. You're right. My left when I was picturing it. Because I was picturing from being behind them for some reason. But yeah, the one on the left, on your right, is going gooey. Kind of going wild. Whereas the other one is kind of almost slower at what it's doing.
I want to hit
go
the
after
slower one.
I go after the wild one.
Cool, yeah. Essentially, roll, chances are you'll hit. Everyone has advantage in case chances are you'll hit. Just in case we get a crit. All the happy, by the way, in the room have all drawn their blades and are all swinging simultaneously. No, Risbit, you hit it.
I'm going to frost the one on the The wild one, whichever one.
I'll go for the slow one then, because that's 2 on slow, 2 on wild. And we will see what
Did
happens.
you say a hit?
Oh yeah, no, everybody hits. Yeah, so far anyway.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna add a 3
Ooh.
dice.
Ooh, Amy!
Look at that! 1 and a
Well
20.
Fucking roll that damage, friend.
That's on the
Third level
slow
sniper
one.
by the way.
Cool.
It's for the fast one.
Ah, look at them ones. 11 damage.
Hey, twinsies.
Jesus.
30 damage.
Wow, 2 twinsies! 2 11s and 2 30s!
Wow.
That's wild.
Twinsies.
And combined with the wild folk anonymous group, like yeah, these things get like absolutely just like dunked, and they stop moving and like kind of drop down that like, you know, I am dead kind of like heaviness.
We. Now that they're like not like, are we absolutely certain they're dead?
Yeah, you can roll medicine if you want to determine that, like what's the diagnosis, doctors kind of thing. But for the moment, they sure as hell look dead.
Ooh, natural 20.
Code, you know them to be dead.
They're both dead.
There are very few things that can take that amount of punishment in one go and like still stand up, kind of thing. Like they are like cut ribbons. Like it's point blank revolver shots, bow shots, crossbows, stabbing mauls. It's like, yeah, the Boudanes that you have cleared now are like clearly weird, but they're not like God. There's like very few things that could take that punishment and like, I'm still going kind of thing. Like they're pretty much the ribbons.
Can we tell what they are? Like, now that they're still and we can see them without the transmutation in front of them, like what they actually look like?
Yeah, give me another medicine check to kind of like sit down and diagnose what the heck you're just seeing.
Another nat 20!
Whoa!
Boy!
I am the doctor!
20s.
Yeah, I should also flush this. This is weird.
Coda. Well, essentially, when you guys are all kind of sitting there,
So many nat 20s in
going
there.
through
Well, my
it.
next one was a crit fail.
Wowzers. Wowzers, they're nice. Anyway, yeah, it looks like a combination of, you see bits of like half orc, you would assume, skeleton underneath some of the pussins. It's kind of like if it's leaking off this like kind of suit almost. There's bits of what looks like a generic humanoid kind of skeleton and like muscle and stuff, but equally there's a kind of rubbery, paley, pink, purpley skin. Kind of looks like the mindflayer skin, so it kind of looks like if both kind of had a party and have made this new thing.
Is this like anything we know that mindflayers are capable of making? Is this anything? Yeah, it's Annihilation.
Oh, what a good movie. I need to read the book. It's certainly... You know what, Isadora? To get your answer, roll history.
Can I try? There's never history rolls, and I'm trained in it.
You do you. Yeah, you do you.
I mean, if Isadora is asking out loud, it's like, guys...
Yeah, she would be.
I have
Isadora.
4 trained skills, and one of them is history.
Isadora, Coda, you guys would remember that weird, oddly human-looking mind flayer you met in the depths of the mind flayer quote-unquote ship in the little deserty location in the place that you know should Orion, if it's by the traditional Errathor map, had quite a human-like properties despite being, you know, illithid.
Ooh.
Okay.
But that's kind of the only thing that like springs to mind and like, hey, this is similar?
Now, I wonder... Were these... As far as... She's your room. As far as anyone's aware, there was only one Boudin. He didn't talk about like any extremely identical-looking siblings or anything like that.
Like the general consensus are all shaking their heads like, no way, man, no, just Boudins. No, it's just stuff.
Okay, so why send more in? Why send them in looking like him where they could be recognized? You saw these both at the same time?
Like maybe 20 minutes apart. Well, yeah, about that. Lena's kind of scratch her chin and like Nanny was like, well, to be fair, man, you killed the dude privately. So if they were to like, I don't know, like make a like have a new Boudin, like it, the people like say us at the time, well, not me specifically because I was aware of what was hip hop happening, but like you know the everyday people outside, they wouldn't notice a difference.
Yeah, but let's say someone saw two Boudins at once. That'd raise suspicion, right?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. It's not groovy at all. Yeah, that confused. Maybe they had separate missions. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's possible that they know that we killed the other Boudin, so they were sending in two to live in his house. One would go out to do one thing, one would go out to do another. They would cover more ground. They could go wherever they please because they're the sheriff or chief.
Nanny was like, yeah, no, man, that sounds terrifying but accurate. And Lena steps forward and is like, how do we stop this?
That's what we're
I
trying
mean,
to
by the
figure
looks of
out.
things, we can look for more Boudins.
We need to find that cave.
We need to find their base.
Well, the second Boudin was coming from like southward where the docks is near like the cliff faces.
That could be where that cave is.
Probably
Yeah.
where that cave is.
So we reckon their base is somewhere in town or near to town. Chances are it's near the coast. Well, is it like that's the biggest hint we have, I guess. So it's certainly worth checking out.
Okay, and they're okay. So if we go into this cave, and the thing is in there that's making Boudins, and we kill the Boudin making thing in this cave, all the weird stuff stops happening.
Well, a theory
Hopefully.
we're working on is that there's some sort
That's
of
good
hive
enough
mind,
for me.
so
Who's
yes.
in? And everyone else is kind of like, yes. They're all like thumbs uppy and stuff like, yeah, no. This is we got to do this in our town. Clearly, the police force isn't, trustworthy.
Well, they're all aliens.
I mean, it's also worth noting, as Esme says, that like pretty much 60%, maybe 70% of this room are all in City Watch uniforms.
It's not what I said.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
They're all aliens.
Lena steps forward and with the most like video game face, she's like, "Is there anyone else you want to bring along for this mission?"
The torchbearers. If they want to.
There's those
Did I cut
religious.
Yeah, no, you
No,
torchbearers,
no.
yeah. I agree with that. That's a cool idea.
I was gonna say anything, but yeah, no, Lena's like that's those clerics that are like in town, yeah.
It is just my argument is we know them, or it can't hurt to have more.
No, I am all for that. And like the dwarf is like, no, yeah, safety in numbers, safety in numbers.
And if any great evil needs banishing, they're probably the right people to do it.
All right, Lena like kind of like rubs her chin again. She's like, okay, right. Yeah, well, we'll keep using here. William's pretty good, and Maurice is a pretty good bounce. Okay, do you want to go now? Do you want to go get your torchbearers? She kind of like gives that look of kind of like, am I pronouncing that right? It doesn't matter. Like that sort of thing. And she's, do you want to send them here and we can all regroup and head off together?
Yeah. Like, do you guys need to gather supplies or anything?
Yeah, no. A few of us will head back to the City Watch and borrow some stuff from the riot room.
Okay, so let's say we meet up here same time tomorrow night.
They're like, all right, okay, be safe, travel in pairs, and I suppose if you see yourself in the street, kill them?
Same to you.
If you're talking to us and we seem weird or off,
More than usual.
one of the gnomes like, we should have a safe word.
mean, we do.
Yeah, let's stick with Miriam. We never said that in front of the two dead ones, did we?
No.
We did.
Oh.
Cool, we're gonna switch that immediately.
Cool.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
That's okay. We need something. Hold on. Bones the sheriff.
Fair enough.
That is our next safe code word.
Bone the sheriff? Ugh.
Bones the sheriff.
Bones. Okay.
Imagine a skeletal sheriff, and then you're pretty much there.
Like 100 miles away down south. He shudders, and he doesn't know why.
He's just, I feel like Esme Nilo mentioned my name.
His wardrobe, and he's like, I definitely have a sheriff out with me somewhere.
Yes, please, yes. And it's like, yeah, Bones the sheriff. That's our new code word. If things are looking a bit weird, just say, so who was your favorite sheriff that ever worked in this town? And if the answer is anything other than Bones, chances are you might not be talking to the right kind of people.
Okay.
Do not
that's
kill
cool.
anyone who does not say Bones.
Okay, yeah, we'll deal with this, and they gesture to the two corpses, and we'll see you here same like midnight tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. They're like, right, okay, let's get cracking. Some of them, like a few of them are like, oh, we're like, essentially it's like a group thing of like 50-50. We're gonna help clean up. Some of us are going to go, so there's not like 13 of us kind of thing. But yeah, what's the plan, friendos?
Well, if we're going to do this, we should talk to the torchbearers, see if they want to come along. Maybe scope out the direction we're heading a bit, or should we just wait till everyone's...
I'm not pushing for it, but are we ruling out the shroud before we go?
If you want to do it, we can do it.
We do have a whole day.
Like, we have ostensibly like 12-13 hours before we actually have to like rest and go do this, so we could do it. But if you guys just want to like scope out, do the torchbearers.
No, we can do that if you want.
We'll go talk to the torchbearers later. Let's go to that house that I had vigilance scope in.
Yeah, let's go about this Charlie Boy house.
Guess that their survival check.
Someone else lead me where I'm going.
Neither do I.
Hold on.
Neither do I.
Oh, shit, hold on. I forgot to add the mod.
What's your mod?
5, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Amy wants
So
a sneaky second roll. Amy, that's
I just forgot to add the mod. Hey.
I'll try too with my +1.
Not 20.
You're you're going to get that 20 now.
Oh,
Better.
yeah.
You see?
Wow.
I'd like to sniff out him and also my former lover god.
Gruff the crime dog.
Oh, Esme.
Do we know anything about the Shouty boys here?
I mean, he away with coming into the town, and seems to
Well, we
just
know what
kind of
house
take
he's
it
in,
over
right?
town.
Like, we know where he's based.
Yeah, you
we just
know-
have to
you know
go
the
there.
address. Yeah.
I feel like the plan is, if he turns invisible, Isadora has a way to like
Yeah, I can deal with that.
deal with that. Coda has no spells. Coda can just shoot people.
I can make darkness sometimes. I can make. I made
I
grease
feel like they
once.
work in the dark.
I
They work in the dark, so that's not helpful.
When I put my mask on, I can make grease. That's
That
2
would
spells.
make it easier for him to fall down. For them
yes.
to fall down. So
Well,
that's not unuseful. All we need to do is just make sure Rizbik gets in close enough to like destroy this creature with his weapons. And I'll probably just watch. It'll be fine. Yeah. Darren, do I find the house with an 18?
Yeah, like together through the power of friendship, you guys do indeed descend upon the house. It's a tall building. It's kind of old school. The brickwork looks pretty old. Maybe it's certainly like an older house. Like vines and like basically probably from lack of upkeep more than anything. Seems nature's kind of taking its trying to take it back, that sort of thing. But all the windows, as Vigilance described, clearly like have heavy, very heavy duty curtains like drawn, and again it is nighttime as well, so it's pretty much in complete darkness.
Is it alright? Do you want to detect magic on the house?
Sure. I'll do that.
Oh, sorry. Do you use that as spell slot or is it a ritual?
Ritual.
Oh, apologies, my bad. Yeah, no, that's cool. There is no magic on this house. It is just probably really good quality black curtains.
Perfect.
Well,
if they're like traps or alarms, they're not.
Yeah, there's nothing, no magical incantations that are before you.
Mm-hmm.
Coda, you were going to say something?
I was just going to ask, do you want to do this quietly or just walk in?
I mean, I feel like we should do it quietly, but at the same time, being brazen is kind of what we do best. So,
well,
I feel
I'll
like
follow your lead on
let's
this.
wait in. Let's find a safe in, and then we can just do it.
That's true, and also if they do have hostages or anything, we don't want to, get them.
I really don't get this.
Okay,
I'm gonna
no,
leave
yeah.
this with you. If you want to hey, I'll die, and you want to be responsible for that. That's
No, it's
you.
it's not on us.
I don't get this at all.
Yeah. Like I just feel like they're not there. I feel like we're just kind of like getting out in front of them.
Darren, is it
Yes.
investigation? Is it investigation or perception to circle the house and see basically light entrances?
Perception.
I'm gonna start to try and do that.
Is that 20 your roll, Neil?
Yep, 20 perception.
Yeah. As you circle around the back, you circle around the back and you see that the back door with a 20 is slightly ajar. Like the smallest space just away from the frame that indicates that it's unlocked.
Yeah. Can I get a bit closer and investigate to see if it's trapped or anything to that effect?
Yeah, sure. You if you're approaching the door to investigate quietly, I'll need a stealth check. If you're just walking up to have a quick answer,
I'll stealth up. Into the ring, she'll tell people head around the back. Uh, 26 stealth.
Yeah, that's sneaky.
Perfect. And then can I investigate for traps on the door?
Yeah, give me that roll.
13.
Esme, you as you're running your hands along and kind of using your dagger to see if you can find wires, doing your usual tricks to detect stuff. You notice that there's scorching along the door as if a trap had already been triggered. There's no traps because someone's already triggered it. That kind of thing.
She stands up, relays that into the ring with the assumption that people are nearby or behind her, and then she opens the door and looks inside.
Through the ring, Isidore says, "Uh-oh, maybe they are."
Esme, as you peer in through the house, you see what looks like a kitchen. It's kind of going to get that small cottage vibe to it. It's kind of rustic. It's very nice, kind of homely. But on the floor to the right is a scorched corpse that you can see from the leggings. The kind of notable, kind of frilly, sort of like lacy cabaret thing that on his heart had going. You can see it jutting out from the leg of like, which seems to be like not as horrifically burnt as the rest of the corpse, kind of thing, to be an honest heart member.
Yeah, Esme relays that and is going to look to see if there's any further progression into the room. Oh, Darren.
Oh, hello.
Would an investigation check tell me whether or not the trap was triggered from the inside or the outside? So what I'm thinking is, like, Batman Arkham All Games detective scene where it's just like, this person like was trying to get out, ran to the door, opened it, and then was set on fire but died inside, not out. Or the other way, that he was like, this person got in, got set on fire.
I like to think like a high investigation or perception roll basically turns into that. It's like, what do I see? It's like, you roll in that 20, it's like, well, it's like, Oracle, what do I see? But give me an investigation check to determine the like kind of last, like looking for details. So
21.
no, congratulations, man, that was great. And this one was a scene. Blast seems to have been in the door. From the scuffle and like perhaps how they like reacted and fell back, it seems that they were more than likely trying to escape and triggered this more so than triggered it when they were going in the front, like entering. But kudos for spotting that. But well done. That's an inspiration.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that was generally good. Well done.
Esme is like, okay, so we know that they got in. Weren't happy that they got in, and they're now trying to get back out. I assume the rest of the party are here.
We would have been.
Yeah, I'd imagine they circled around within distance to the point where they didn't need to roll stealth around. That's fine.
Esme just says, Esme explains what she's figured out, and just says like, so we need tracks to see where this person came from, to see where they were running from. And if we can where they were running from, we're probably on the right track. So in terms of, is that a perception or is that
a perception or investigation? Both can get you results. It's your choice.
Does someone have a better perception than 5?
I've got a
Don't
7.
be metagaming. That's metagaming.
Okay. Esme's gotta investigate because she knows she's better at investigation. But if anybody else was, she has proven.
I mean, like, we're
numerous
sort of
times.
hanging back doing nothing, so I'll come in and start to look around as well, quietly.
But do you go in quiet?
I'll try and go in quietly. Oh God.
I besmirched the name of the gods.
That's
and
16 stealth, and now I'll do my perception.
I got a 13 to investigate the way in.
Ugh, I only got a 12.
We have besmirched.
All right, cool. Besmirch stuff.
We're the worst detectives.
Welcome back, Ian. We're currently sneaking into a spooky house.
We're detectiving.
Cool. Yeah, the guys have sneaking, crept, sneaketh. They doth crept, up into the house. Izzy, what are you doing? Are you following suit, or are you letting the two nerds take front?
Oh yeah, no, I'll follow suit. Do I need to go stealth?
Well, if you're approaching the house quietly, stealth. If you're just waltzing up, you just waltz up. You roll.
Yeah, no. If the others are attempting,
Brisbane isn't even gonna try.
that's nice, dear.
Ooh,
He's just
lovely.
gonna walk up.
Like we're all creeping in the clank, 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 clank.
Yeah, Izzy, quiet as a mouse. If people are looking to assist the two O's looking for tracks, they may roll investigation or perception, their choice, and we'll go from there.
I'll do
Yeah,
investigation.
I'll look for tracks.
Darren,
No,
Yesy?
seeing like I'm doing investigation, looking at my eye. I know perception. We've one disadvantage. Do I have disadvantage on the investigation?
I guess it's using your eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
We
didn't
need to
really.
find a surgeon to put in your fake eye.
I mean,
That's cool.
if 4 people with a bottle of whiskey can put in an eye of Vecna into my character's eye, we can do it. You guys don't notice any particular tracks, but you guys, when you're looking around the bottom floor of the house, notice that a staircase leads upstairs and there's nothing downstairs. There doesn't really be a basement, so it's a case of it's more a process of elimination now that there's nothing outright in the bottom floor, the sitting room, the landing. That's what
it took us 3 hours to figure that out with our rolls.
It's like one of those time lapse where it's just like a wide shot of all the.
Wait a
rooms.
minute,
Like,
there's some
people are
stairs.
just, yeah, but teleporting, it's investigating here, investigating there. It's like,
Is this we only found the one body?
Yes.
And there's no further signs of a fight or anything.
No, not in the areas that the downstairs areas you have looked anyway.
Into the ring. Well, I only see one avenue, so should we progress?
Say that again, Coda?
I only see one avenue, so shall we progress?
Yeah, let's go
Yeah.
upstairs.
Do we hear anything going on?
That would be a perception check, friendo.
Yeah, all this half an hour of detective, and there's just blood curdling screams coming from
But
upstairs.
say we're listening at the bottom of the stairs. That's an 8, so no.
14?
I can listen.
You can.
That's normal for me.
You can't.
You gave it your all, Ian. You did your best, buddy. Yeah, no, silence, guys. Silent as the grave.
I am going to sneak upstairs to see if I can find any traces.
Actually, yeah, will I sneak up with Esme and we can relate to you?
Yeah, you guys
if we
sneak
come across
ahead, and then
anything.
we'll hold down the fort.
Yeah.
Oh wow, nice, well done, great rolls, guys. Yous are hidden as you ascend the steps. Yeah, Amy, you're fantastic. Is that expertise?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right, you guys ascend the steps. Again, it creaks in the sense that it's just it's not creaking under your pressure. It's just old wood, kind of like ambient creaks, so to speak.
Yeah.
But you head to the top floor, and it seems to be only one floor, and the walls have essentially been cracked in and knocked down and stuff to be one giant room. Littered all around this room are bodies. Bodies of similarly dressed Honest Hearts members. You definitely notice that even the brief moment you had in the bathhouse, you might not have known their exact numbers, but the body count here is certainly not all of them, unless there's bodies that have been, say, disintegrated or something. But there's at least 4 or 5 bodies up here, but you guys have definitely seen way more than just 5 or 6 Honest Heart members, that sort of thing. So unless
so
this
maybe
person's...
not all of them are dead.
Yeah, maybe not all of them. You definitely haven't seen you guys definitely didn't see say 50 members, but you guys definitely saw maybe a little bit closer to 10. Who knows? Right. Specifics. But yeah, the room looks like this massive room. Kind of looks a bit beaten, worse for wear. There's a fireplace there. There's a window. There's kind of shells have been knocked over. It's really ragtaggy. But in the back, at the far back, you can see a individual is crouched down and just reading a book beside a bedroll. At the very back, kind of centered, but at the very back of the room. They seem to be reading this book in the dark.
Darren.
Hello.
I would like for us to wait.
Okay.
Giving it up to maximum maybe 2 minutes to see if a page is turned.
Okay, yeah, no, this person seems to be reading at an average rate. Pages are being turned.
Okay, yeah, no, cool. Then it is in fact a person.
Yeah, good thinking, man. But yeah, no, this person seems to be just reading at your average reader's rate.
Can we tell anything about how they are dressed from where we are?
They have their back to you, kind of just like slumped down. They have what might be wood elf features. You're not too sure, again, because they certainly have a darker complexion. But again, you see in like shades of grey, that sort of thing. They're not Caucasian or anything. They seem to be in more flowy robes, more so than armor, by the looks of things. Perhaps armor resides underneath these flowy robes, but from what you can see at the back, they certainly seem to be wearing a lot of cloth and robe, that sort of thing.
Into the ring, Esme just kind of says, the assumption is between Esme and Isadora, they're giving the kind of the info back to the other two, but
Yeah.
Esme looks at Isadora, but says through the ring, thoughts?
I'm gonna cede to you on this one. If this is a shroud person, I don't know, do you want to address them or do you just want to go for it?
Esme extends the thoughts to Coda and Rizbit as well, just in case.
Leaving this to you, I'm not there.
I'm with Isadora on this. This is your sort of thing. You take the lead. Whatever you want.
Do you want to like try to find out who it is?
She, as I says,
Out loud?
yeah, she's gonna say something out loud. She says, "Howdy, friend. I'm looking for a man in this here town. You can call me Esme, but you can call me Miss Nilo if you're nasty."
Yeah. Is that your catchphrase?
It's
Yeah.
no, it's supposed to. It's their identifier. That's supposed
Oh,
to be how
yeah?
they recognize each other.
That's so good.
Oh, I gave up being nasty quite some time ago, I'm afraid, Miss Nilo.
Oh well, it is you. I was just wondering. You made very short work of all of this.
No, well, they had aspirations, but at the end of the day, they were simply children. But hopefully, their peers, if they any exist, will learn. He closes the book and kind of stands up and turns to face toward the stairs because it's the only logical entrance point thing. Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, actually, as soon as Esme starts addressing it, I would say to the others.
Cool.
Yeah, we're getting in
Esme
position.
Esme just says, "What? That's. Suppose that's a way to play it. So what do you want to do here? Because this is, I know what I want to do here. It's kind of going one way for me. If you want, we could always talk. Sins you want forgiven? Are there plans you wish to tell me? Or do you want to just make it like it's gonna be in the end either?"
You seem very set on the latter, Miss Nilo.
Well,
I feel anything I say would simply deny or delay the inevitable you, I won't say crave, but certainly have your mind set on regardless of what you say. It's a shame. I used to look up to you, and you kind of get you see features that you kind of remember. He's probably a rookie. Even when Esme was kind of climbing the ranks, this dude was probably like snot-nosed rookie punk kind of thing. But the name Jermaine kind of creeps into your head. Jermaine. But you're not entirely sure, but you definitely know, he was definitely in the rookie ranks when kind of just a little bit before the campaign started, when Esme was kind of climbing a little bit of the ranks, sort of thing. But he's like, I take pleasure in this, Miss Nilo. It's a shame that we can't be on the same side, but as you said, if you feel the inevitability of this confrontation is, what you feel it to be, well, then so be it. And he doesn't exactly get into a stance or anything, but he's kind of like clearly bracing himself for if anyone were to do anything. That sort of thing.
She says, "You are on a path, and you are being led down it by someone who is misguided. That is not to say that you are not following it willingly, but it is a path that I know can lead to some potentially worse situations down the line. And I also know that who you've thrown in with, it's going to be hard to get out. But if you wanted to, you could. There are countless boats that will be heading out to sea so shortly. And you can go anywhere in the world. I won't follow you. But what I've been told by the man who would lead you is that I was to expect you lot to be as difficult as he is. I will not fight you today or any day if you leave here now, get on a boat, and head out of Errathor. I will not follow you, though if you go to Nullheim, I'll be there, so just so we don't run into each other. But ultimately, we can walk away as not allies, but at the very least, respecting one another's paths. But if you are here to cause havoc, kill, to destroy, and to channel a power that ultimately is seeking to do the exact thing, then I do think we're going to have a bit of a problem.
He smiles, and he's like, "So be it, Miss Nyla. I would certainly love to part on professional terms, but I fear our paths will always cross as long as the other draws breath, so may the best nasty win." He kind of like gestures forward with his hands and indicating that he's ready to throw slaps. So can I have initiative, please?
Of course.
Bit.
Rock and roll, Monsieur Bit.
Mine's been rolling for about 7 years now. Someday it'll roll.
Just don't like.
It's still rolling. My roll 20's exploding.
At least I tried to save Jermaine.
Yeah,
you
that
very
was
much-
very reasonable. Like, yeah,
You
that was
very
good.
much extended an olive branch.
And he didn't take it.
It's his fault.
Fare thee well.
Like, yeah, we can't go out of our way for someone who's not gonna listen or whatever.
Oh, you guys, we have to save the humble hearts, though.
Well,
So,
you know.
Absolutely. How dare you, Amy? I witnessed a murder.
Yeah, okay. My initiative still hasn't rolled!
You're tonight. I'm sorry.
What am I supposed to do? My initiative isn't. Oh, there we go. Natural 1.
Wow.
Did you say we have to save all the bards?
No, the honest hearts.
Ah,
She was mocking me, Darren.
I was.
Amy mocking someone in Dungeons and Dragons? Come now,
Amy,
friend.
it's honestly shocking that you haven't played bards until now. Like, it seems like the class was made for you.
No, paladins are made for Amy.
Yeah, okay. Well, the bard lets you
Amy
sass
was the
people
bard.
and get away with it, so
Yeah.
must be very freeing.
I try not to be too mean, but sometimes it's nice.
I get to try out my new build now.
Rizbit. Set us.
Oh shit! I have to look at that as well.
I don't think yours changed.
Okay,
I
Darren.
think it was just mine.
Rizbit.
I'm gonna move 25 feet towards this guy,
Rock
and
and
then I'm
roll.
gonna misty step the rest of the way.
Ooh, excelente. action, correct? Nice.
So I'm gonna.
27 strikes.
I'm gonna use a third level smite.
Okie dokie.
He's not undead, is he?
No.
Just wanted to clarify the shrouded status thing.
Oh yeah, no. It's just, yeah. Ooh,
35.
nice damage, buddy. Is that all you want to do?
That is all I can do.
Rock and roll. Esme, you're a friend.
Cool. One sec. It's not. It doesn't take a bonus action to activate the Rod of Pelor the first time, does it?
Yeah, no. It's just like unsheathing a weapon.
When you're-
it's just
yeah.
changing it mid-fight.
Cool. Esme takes it out, makes it her sword, and is going to use her bonus action to dash up and going to stab Jermaine.
Rock and roll.
Is he like a monk?
Fuck.
That misses, buddy.
He misses. Yep. That is the end of her turn.
That is an 18, a 9, and an 18, Esme.
The 18's hit.
Cool. You take a total of 20 bludgeoning damage, 10 each. And can I have a... Dex saving throw, please.
Yeah, she's going to use Uncanny Dodge on one of those.
Cool. Oh, yeah. Rock and roll.
So
rock and
it's
roll.
15. What save is that again, Darren?
Dexterity.
Oh, cool.
And you get a bonus from Risbit, right?
Yeah.
What's the bonus from you?
2, I think, or +3. Hold on, let me check. I can't remember. +2.
Year.
Fucking yes, Neil, you are grand. You're fine. That is delicious.
I would hope so.
No, 31 fails. The DC was 32.
A 31 with natural 20. It's like you fail. It's like go boy.
Well, this is one of those boss fights you're supposed to lose.
Yeah, it's like, do I use my healing potions? I don't want to waste them. Isadora, you're up. That's the real struggle, man.
Oh boy, can he make a wisdom save?
Yeah, let me just check these stats.
That's I
Bracing.
don't know my wisdom. Yeah, that saves. Is there? It takes half damage.
Oh, nice. Rock and roll.
It's Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh, excellent.
Tell him he's a
So,
butt lord.
So it doesn't take the reaction, but it takes half damage. That's fine. So that's 6.
Rock and roll.
I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Esme.
Rock and roll. Is that all? Is it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, no. All right. Let me see things. Right. The shadows warp, distort.
Ew.
A doggo appears.
Not super cool.
Not
Bull,
real
it
happy
bull
with that.
rushes dearest Isadora.
Ah.
Hey.
Yep. Ah!
Amy. So, Amy, I'm gonna need a strength saving throw from you immediately.
Cool. Okay.
Oh God.
Like the rest isn't cool. Okay.
I mean, none of this is cool.
So, guys, a lot of things are about to go down right now. But Amy, I'm just gonna move your token so I can illustrate the issue.
Oh.
That's a window,
Oh God.
and Isadora just went out it.
Oh God.
Oh
So
my
I
God.
will. You're only falling like from the first floor down. So that's what. How many? Is it a D10 or a D8 in fucking 5e?
Darren, is it possible for me to use my reaction to try and grab her?
No.
No. Okay.
I can't remember. I thought it was a D6.
I thought it was
It's-
D6 per certain.
Okay,
piece.
is it D6 in 5e? I can never remember. I know the yes.
I think
Okay,
it's a
no,
D6
it is.
per 10. Yeah, per 10.
it's a
That sounds
D6.
right.
Okay, Amy, you take a total because of the crit, a total of 30 piercing damage from Spidey Boy teeth, and a
Now,
total of 6. Oh,
Is
sorry.
that the total damage for both the attacks?
Oh, so you know that maximum.
So 36 damage.
Yeah, 36 damage.
Oof.
6 force damage, bludgeoning, whatever.
Okay.
Damage as you slap down into the front garden. Essentially, it will take like your full round to make, like, you know, essentially using your action to consume dash, that sort of, to get back up to the pull map. Cool.
Okay.
Next round, but up now it is Coda.
He kind of
Oh,
glances out the
man.
window to make sure Isadora is like alive, and when he sees it, like she's kind of picking herself up,
It's that,
so like
it's that anime gif of like lying down on the ground and it's got the thumbs up.
yeah, little thumbs up, and then he kind of like
I
once
mean,
he
she screams, so she's alive.
yeah once he sees that she's not like dying, he'll like turn and try and stab this fucking dog. I was so excited to use my new gunslinger thing, so it's like now I gotta fucking melee this dog.
It's a big dog. Oh shit, nice. Both hit.
That is 22 damage.
Excellent damage. Well done. Is that all, Laura?
Yeah, that's me.
Cool. Rock and roll. Well done. And right. Rock and roll.
I just want to say I love the art of that shirt. Oh, there's a
Thank you.
second boy! Oh
Oh
god.
my God.
Hey, no.
Hey, nah. I do love that fucking art though.
And 18 Esme. Oh, thank you.
18 to 8, yeah.
Cool. Can I have a strength throw as you take 10 piercing damage from the bitey boy?
I don't know what to focus on.
Yeah.
Dealer's
Esme,
choice,
back.
Arian. Whatever you
You
want.
hold your ground. Yeah, no, yeah, you're fine. You don't go like into the wall or anything. And with that, we are back to Risbit.
I'm gonna utter my vow of enmity on Jermaine
Okay.
and try and hit him twice with advantage.
Yeah, if we get rid of the summoner, that might be
Maybe.
easier.
Although it might not be him summoning. It could be like, oh, he's connected to the shroud and she's sending in dogs to help him.
There's 13 misses, but 19 does hit. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna add a little bit more to that.
Okie dokie.
$25 damage.
This I know this is such a silly question. The spike's radiant damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. At the sight of the radiant energy, you hear the two hounds hiss angrily.
Good.
I yell at them, come at me.
Is that all, Ian?
That is all.
Cool. Esme, you're up. I just realized that the art of these guys, the Shroud Boy or the Hounds, make me think of that, you know, that comic where it's like, oh, Becky, I just shaved my leg and it's the two dragons.
Yeah, they feel it,
And they're
feel
just
it.
really- yeah. And it's just like, really long about it.
They do look like those dragons. Oh, they're so good.
Esme is going to focus on the best boy of them all do remain.
Esme's got a team attack. Risbon? 18 does hit, 11 does not.
Grand. Well, I still get my sneak attack damage off.
Murder him. Do it for our fallen comrade Isadora.
I'm not dead.
Literally fallen.
I mean, like, I'm dead.
Sometimes I can still hear her voice.
Esme, okay, I can't help but notice that there's no body.
Oh shit!
Oh! Now he's got green eyes.
Darren, that's so cool that you changed the token though.
Thank you. Esme, you do a lot of damage. Well done. As the radiant blade pierces into this individual, you hear him like yell, more like not out of like oh my god, how could you? More just like annoyance. But you see, he kind of like leans down, and you see like his shoulder blades compress in, and he kind of seems to go a little bit taller, and like he like juts his arm out, and his like his entire body is kind of elongated and really just like lanky and kind of droopy. And you see like this kind of green fire, similar to the fire that erupted from that blade. Richie had in the theater, burns from his eyes when he kind of like turns and grins at Esme. Like his mouth kind of opens to grin, and you can see the same kind of fire seems to almost burn inside his mouth, that sort of thing.
Esme is confused and scared, but is going to prepare for the worst.
I said you were going to add Anna Raves.
Yeah. No, I'm done, and I'm ready to continue.
All right. It is Jermaine's go.
No.
Oh god.
Well, they all hit.
Esme, you take a total of 39 necrotic damage. As this, like his body essentially like breaks and like contorts, and it's kind of like really like almost like spaghetti has animated and is like slapping you silly.
Yeah, I got an uncanny dodge on like
Yeah, that's cool.
The first little part of that.
That's 6. 6. That's 6 technically. Then rounded down. Yes, first 6. So that's 33. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not. I am unconscious.
Oh.
What?
I have D4 HP.
54.
Esme is a level 9 roll.
Yeah, but I remember I used to have less health than her, and I have 60 now.
Isadora, you essentially sprint to the stairs? Question.
No,
Oh, no.
I have a question first. From where I am standing, from the window I fell out of, can I see the Shroud Hound? Can I see it like standing in the window?
It's like standing in the window. You can see the top of its back because it's like a large beast.
If I were try to attack it from where I was, would that work? Like, can I tell it would work?
You can try, but you'd have disadvantage. It'd be a hard shot in Isadora's mind, if that's what you're thinking. Like you could skim the top of it if you hit it, but it's like Izzy's like, it's a tough shot, that sort of.
And if it had to make a save, like it would have advantage.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Can it make a dex save anyway?
Yeah, sure. Hold on, I'll tell you that. 1 second. Yeah. That is not what. I mean, it's the best one would have been 20. No. Oh yeah. So yeah, it would have been 21 because it's meant to be a D20 plus 3.
Okay. What I will say is it takes half damage from the lightning bolt anyway.
Oh, nice.
So that will be half of 26s.
13. 13 lightning damage, and essentially this room is like art and that like kind of like strobe like dush 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 as this lightning bolt arcs into it. The curtains and a lot of the dry shitty wood around the place, some of the spare books get like arced and begin to catch fire.
Oh,
Do we
man,
burn down every house we go into?
We need to stop setting fire
Every
to
time we
buildings.
have a fight in a building, it burns down around us.
Yeah, it sure does. Anyway, then I want to use my movement to get like as far as I can back into the house.
Yeah, essentially it's like halfway there, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Cool. Shroud had one. I'm gonna bite Code in the face.
Do it. 25
Hey.
hits. I'm gonna Hellish
Cool.
Rebuke him.
Cool. That's 10 piercing damage, and that's a dex save.
Dex
isn't it?
save, please.
18.
It takes half damage, so it's 9?
9. Yeah, 9.
9 fire damage.
Okay. Yeah. No, this thing's kind of limp, and it's not looking too great. It's doing generic limp animation 1. Risbet coming at you, buddy.
Bring it.
19 and 18 and a 9 from the Shroudy Houndy behind you.
Both miss.
All right, cool. We are back to the top of initiatives, which will be a Risbet. We're going to end it there, guys, because there's probably a little bit more in this, and I don't want to keep
Cool.
this way too long and stuff. But I got all the stuff written
Yes,
here,
cool.
so we'll be good. We'll be good to go next week. Anyway.
Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
right into the middle of a fight.
Yeah.
Cool.
Where Esme
Alright.
is unconscious.
Yeah, this is scary. Yeah.
It'll be fine. I'll take care of her when I get up there.
You come up there out of breath, like, where did she die? Oh god.
it's that community gift.
Yes, it is. Oh, excellent.
What
This
is
is
the
fun.
notes? I have.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Of course.
That's for myself.
That's
Risbit to
cool.
Risbit.
Yeah.
Risbit to future Risbit.
Cool. Okay.
All right, cool guys.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, cool.
Good night, guys.
See ya.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
no,
Good night, guys.
Adios, friends.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.